Hello, one and all. Welcome back to another exciting episode of A Crown of Candy. I am your humble dungeon master, and with me, as always, are our intrepid heroes. Say hi, intrepid heroes.
Hi, Humble
Howdy.
Dumba Master.
Hi, humble dungeon master. Guys, last we left off, our intrepid heroes had finally made it back after a long, grueling journey of twists, turns, betrayals, and backstabbings. Back home, back to Castle Candy. Unfortunately, a little bit lighter than they started. Of course, the death of King Amethar and the death of Captain Red kind of buried in their past there. But picking up a couple of new friends along the way. They were greeted at the door, however, by one Calroy Cruller and Queen Caramelinda, who have both been residing back at the castle, while this what's the right fuckery? Is that a good word? Transpired there in the background. We left last time in a bit of a kerfuffle, and that was a kind of manic Chorish there, having like kind of a little bit of PTSD from the events that have been transpiring for the last couple of weeks. Also, showing up to Castle Candy with a Meatlander, that didn't help. And it all ending with Sir Toby, her kind of royal guardian, throwing her over his shoulder and being put to sleep by Frank. Guys, we're gonna do a little bit of just kind of like, not like spring cleaning, but kind of like we're gonna determine some stuff here before we start the session. We're gonna kind of pick up where we left off at the end. Toby takes Chorish to her room. Caramelinda kind of says has welcomed everybody in. Saying she has welcomed you in as you've been kind of vouched for by Frank, as having protected Chorish. So you guys are free to enter the castle. Where does everybody go? What does everybody do in this moment? You do kind of like have a breather. What do you guys want to get done?
I'm gonna go sleep.
Okay. You are taken to one of the guest bedrooms. What about you other guys?
I'm gonna take a rest on top of the tower.
Alrighty. So when you stay on top of the tower, are you going like literally into a tower, or are you just like going at the top of the keep, like at the palisades?
I'm using my spider climb right up to the top.
So you're outside, like at the top of the castle?
Yep.
Okay. What about you, Frank? What are you doing?
I'm gonna head up to my lab.
Sounds good.
And ask you a question in DMs. Can I make that? That's the first poison I want to use that takes any actual supplies.
You for sure. I love that. You're back on your home turf. No more like portable alchemy kits. This is the lab. You prepared to do this stuff. So yeah, I would say yeah.
I'm gonna make a couple of doses of that. like 2 bottles.
Roll me a D4.
5.
You got 5 on a D4?
4. I rolled a D6. I'm stupid.
Roll a D4.
2.
All right. Yeah. So you do end up making 2 doses.
Yo, I'm so smart.
Alrighty. So then let's get into it. It is a little bit later on in the day. I would say at this point, like maybe like a few hours have passed. It's gone from, I say a few hours, but it's pretty much like the whole day. Remember, it's been like it's like an 8-hour poison that Chorish was sleeping on. So it's later in the day. I would say like 6 p.m. Sun is like setting. Here in Candia, when the sun, not even when the sun has fully set, but even before that, a little bit before that, when it's setting, the sky gets really, really dark, like that fuchsia nighttime kind of look. So oftentimes it's like misconstrued that like it gets a little bit dark, like it's dark in Candia before it actually is. We go to a place that is a bit darker than that of Candia. Korish. You are in a stupor, finding yourself drifting almost in a fluid state, like being in a sensory deprivation chamber, like you're floating where there is no substance to be floating in, and a light almost at the end of the tunnel begins to come into your vision as you kind of find your sense of self. And we're gonna pause that right there. We cut over to the top of the palisade where where Hopper, you are in sentry mode. Your sentry mode kind of like clicks off for a bit, almost like a radar has gone off, and you there is a threat, like almost like a thing that has been detected, and you see kind of like there's almost like these not spores, but like when dandelions, like when you blow on a dandelion and those things start to kind of wisp around, they kind of begin to circle around you. You sense a being here. Can you roll me an Arcana check, please?
I need control of the map.
Oh, you don't have dice? Okay.
Nope.
Okay. So let me do this. Let me make sure I go to the right map. Which map are you guys in, the boat?
I'm
Yeah.
currently in the water somewhere.
I'm in the water somewhere.
Just casually drowning.
What do you mean you need control of the dice? Like it doesn't let you drop dice?
Yeah, it was just told me it was waiting on GM, but we're good.
Okay.
We
Go ahead.
fixed it.
Jesus
nat
fuck.
20 plus 6, so that's 26.
You snap awake from your sentry mode. Magic flows through you from the core of your being. Something is hiding from you. Something that is in your presence but does not wish to be seen. You pierce through the veil, so you see past what appears before you, which you see appear. So what you see, what appears before you, you see what looks to be a small, multiple-eyed, 6 wings, kind of fairy that is making its way to you. Natural 20, your arcane eyes cut through it. You see through that what she is appearing as, this thing is appearing as, is a guise. It is hiding what its true form is to you on that natural 20. And yeah, you fully see that like there is definitely something behind that. If you want to roll a perception check to get to pierce a little bit further, you can absolutely do that. Up to you.
Watch him pop another nat 20 out.
Ooh, failed that one.
4. So your arcane, like your arcane intellect there definitely tells you that it is hiding something, that there is some sort of form behind it. You sense this presence, no longer something that is visual, something that is incredibly magical. This spirit is making its herself look small and like cute, but you sense that she is vast and powerful beyond this fairy glamour. but you see it kind of comes into focus, kind of like from nothing to something. It kind of comes in forward towards you, and you see that she says, "Oh, don't be alarmed. I am just a sweet little fairy. Tell me, we're not so different, you and I. Don't we both mean to save Candia's magic? Is it not true?"
By the sound of you, it's not.
Perhaps you misunderstand my intentions, young humble wizard. You see that she says, "I usher a great warning, wizard. Something dark is on the horizon. Something comes for the House of Rocks. And should you not act, their blood will be on your hands."
I do. I want to say investigation to see whether, but
What are you trying to do here? What are you looking to think? What do you
I'm
think?
trying to see if if she can give me some kind of sight into if she's telling the truth or something.
Give me some insight. Yeah, that's an insight. Just roll me an insight check.
She's 15 plus
Starting off
3.
strong today. God damn.
So it's 18.
18. Her words have truth to them. Clearly, but she's not like, think about how somebody would give you a warning. Like, you know, hey, something really bad is coming, and you need to act. Think about how that should be, how they would deliver that warning. She's incredibly calm, which leads you to believe she's not being entirely out. Like, she's not fully telling you what it is that she is implying. But her words do have truth. It just may not be the entire truth.
Alright. Yeah.
Do you want to ask her about that, or do you want to just, like, let it lie?
Technically want to try to persuade her into telling me more rather than walking around the bush.
Okay.
Beating around the bush.
What do you say? What do you want to say? What you say and how you say it will determine, like, how willing she is to, like, listen to you. So that's why I am asking you.
Yeah. You're asking a lot of me to trust into your words. Can you tell me more?
Okay. Roll me a persuasion check. Okay.
13.
What? What'd you say?
It was 10 plus 3 is 13.
Oh, I thought you said 18. I was like, holy fuck.
No.
You see she like a little tiny fairy. She's maybe like a foot tall. Kind of like flutters in, gets kind of close to you. She's now looking into your eyes and a feeling almost like she's looking through you, like into you. And she says, "Oh, yes, I see." She says, she goes, "The magic of Candia runs deep within you. So, I will assist you for you wish to know more, and that I can assist with. You see, wizard, I need it. The royal family of Candia, I need them to survive. I need them to be safe, and I need them to come to where it is safe. I would owe you a great boon if you would bring the royal family to the great Stone Candy Mountains. There is safety there, not just for them, but for all the magic of Candia. The time is drawing close where it will be too late. There is a way to save Candia's magic, though it may not be the way that the Archmage Lazuli would have wished, but she's only a Candian, an immortal, and she died. This way will be much safer.
You're asking a lot of me, little fairy. Oh boy.
She said, you see, she, like, again, looking all over you, returns back to your gaze that piercing sight, and she said, you see that she says, "You wear insignia of the royal court. Is it not already your duty to protect the royal family?"
It is, but you're still not giving me much here to believe on.
You see that she peeks, like, kind of peers up, almost like a dog hearing a sound, kind of like looks off, and she says, "Well, the time will come where you must make a decision. Lest this be your fault. But also remember, I would owe you a boon should you heed my words, and I know that the House of Rocks would owe you a boon in turn. You need only to wake up." That word, "wake up," echoes into your mind, echoing so loud as she dissipates into glitter and sweetness, wisps off into the wind. We follow it into an open window where that light coming from the darkness chorus, you hear a word, "Wake up! Wake up!" You snap awake as the sweet peppermint crackling candy, this kind of like dark sweetness kind of like flutters at your fingertips. You snap awake. It is the dead of night, and we cut to the tower up in the hanging high above Castle Candy, with a banging at the door. Frank, there is a knocking at the door.
What do you want?
Door opens. It is Calroy. You see, he goes, "Oh, is this a bad time?"
Well, to be fair, I didn't say come in. I just asked what you want.
He just goes, "I don't know. Look, I'm just trying to do a wellness check. You guys were out for a long time, so just make sure everybody's good."
Calroy, I'm fine.
Yeah, you say that, but it's been a few weeks since, we were together, and I'd be remiss if I said that the princess didn't look a little different.
We're all a little different.
He goes,
We watched our king die.
and you see he kind of like trails off a little bit, kind of like looking at the floor, and he goes, "Aye, and some more than others. Is it too much if I ask you to fill me in over what's happened? Can we, I don't know, take a walk? Maybe, can you fill me in?"
I can do my best, but it's all kind of a blur, if I'm being honest.
Look, I'd really appreciate it. I understand. He goes, I'm out here, so, you can, I'll wait for you, or you could tell me to fuck off. It's whichever you like. And you see he just goes, he kind of like points in the hallway doesn't really know what else to say. Kind of walks off, stands at the top of the stairs, there, for a moment. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'll walk out with him.
Okay. You guys go on this kind of walk here that leads you, like, he just kind of walks around and he goes, so, this is kind of like a little montage of you guys walking around the castle here, where he's just like, so last we saw, I was in a pool of my own sugar on the floor of the cathedral. How did you escape? What happened?
Well, we ended up at a boat, clearly. Annabelle's boat. You remember Annabelle?
He goes, yeah. He goes, we fought next to her dad in the war. She's
that Annabelle.
She's going to be quite. She was like, she's going to be quite a crap, and I hope her reputation precedes itself.
Man meat, wherever he ran off to, snuck us onto the boat. We had a little, talk with Annabelle. She basically said that we were her allies, and, well, the Dairy Isles wouldn't exist without us, because,
Because I remember.
While we are prisoners of the state, she was still willing to help us. From there, we were attacked. I may or may not have contributed slightly to the sinking of Annabelle's ship. She'll say I did more than I did. But honestly, I was just trying to protect myself.
He goes, you sunk Cheddar's ship. You sunk the Colby.
I literally just told you. She'll tell you that I did more than I did, but I was just protecting myself and my friends.
Right, and good work, great work.
The Colby was sinking already. Like, the Colby was done for. I just accepted its fate.
Right. Still kind of walking. You guys end up kind of like on the palisade there outside, getting like that nice crisp night air. Kind of like overlooking the kingdom of Candia there. And he says, wow. And then I imagine that's what took you so long to get here. In the meantime, they were, while they finished off Amathar, I snuck out. And so I imagine that's what kind of took you so long to get here. Did you sail around?
Remind me once more, Calroy, how exactly did you, escape?
Yeah.
You were as doomed as Amathar in there.
He goes, and I'd argue a little bit less so. He says, Amathar was down pretty bad, and so when Caridin had the finishing blow, he goes, and you see he kind of goes slow. He goes like, look, I'm not the spy master for nothing. You gotta give my skills credit where credit's due. He goes, and it doesn't please me to leave my king there on the floor as I did, but when I saw what he looked like afterwards, I knew that my had failed. So
Can I roll an insight to see how truthful he's being?
100%. You do that. We cut back into the keep as you roll your insight to Sang. Sang, you gotta take a nap there. It's been, like I said, it's been 6 hours. You started sleeping at the way beginnings of the morning, so 6 hours later, it's kind of like later, like it's almost night again. I would say you're just kind of like walking around the castle. I don't imagine Sang would just like stay in his room.
I mean, honestly, it'd probably be out in the gardens, out in the woods.
Oh yeah,
near the
100%.
castle.
Okay. So you're kind of walking around. So you would, like I said, you would need to go. You end up walking through the castle to head to the gardens there. Can you give me a perception check, please?
Perception?
Yes.
Believe it's a 12. Yeah, it's a 12.
Okay. Do 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 do. You find so you notice a few. You said I'm sorry. Say give me that number one more time.
12.
Okay. First off, Castle Candy, I guess in comparison to the like the wilderness, is incredibly tidy. You are walking through this castle. Everything is beautifully kept. Blah 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 blah. You are walking through this castle, looking kind of like around. First thing you notice, Castle Candy is empty. Second thing you notice, there is a quarters, somebody's bedroom, that has a plaque on it. Not necessarily like a plaque, but almost like a nameplate. That reads, Sir Theobald Toby, who immediately name you remember. Sir Toby. That is Korish's guardian here at the castle. His door is open, and his room is incredibly messy. Comparing it to the way all these other quarters you've been seeing and the way that they keep the hall, it's not neat the way a crisp knight would have been keeping his quarters.
Do I see him around anywhere?
You with a 12, you don't see. Remember, the door's not fully open. It is open like ajar for you not to kind of like peer in and see. But you don't see him inside. Like so, from the angle that you're looking, you'd have to go in and look around to see him to see. But like the what you do have as far as field of view goes, you do not currently see him.
Can I hear anything happening in there?
Again, on a 12, again, you'd either have to go in or something like that. Unfortunately, you rolled a 12, so it's you're like trying to listen into a door that's like not open all the way, trying to look for stuff that's not opened all the way, like through a door that's not opened all the way.
I'm gonna knock.
Okay, you knock on the door. It kind of opens a little bit with the weight of the knocking.
Can I make another perception now that the door's open more?
Sure.
Actually, can I just take my passive perception since the door's open now?
What's your passive perception?
15.
100%. As you go to investigate, you see somebody kind of like kneeling over in the side, kind of like by a. So like there's a desk in the corner. But the chair isn't like, you wouldn't be able to see through the chair. It's kind of like one of those chairs with a closed back. So like you can see the shoulders of somebody who's like in the desk as of right now, off the side there behind a couple of like shelves and stuff, like bookcases and stuff.
So that's why the room's messy. Excuse me?
Are you being like loud about it, or are you confronting him? What do you want to do here?
Like, just like that. Like, medium voice, like, I'm just curious, because I've never been here before.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Whoop. They do not move. They don't seem to have like noticed you.
What do they look like?
It's hard to tell. Like I said, the back, it's a big chair. It's a big old chair, but it has a closed back, so you wouldn't be able to, like, how some chairs have that part towards, like, the lumbar support where it's open. So you can't see them other than just the shoulders, as if somebody is, like leaning over, going through drawers or something like that.
So I can't tell if they're wearing Candian clothes or
Correct.
Candian colors?
Correct.
Can I try and roll a perception to see that?
Absolutely.
Nope. That's an 11.
Yeah, same thing. It's a big room. It's not a small room. I know I said quarters, but this is a royal knight's quarters, and not just like somebody who's in the garrisons. Like they're not sleeping in bunks. This is a quarters. This is a big room.
I guess I'm gonna like creep closer to them.
All right, give me a stealth check.
19.
Ooh, yeah. Okay. You creep. Are you trying to like just fully creep behind them?
Yeah.
As you creep in there behind him, watching all of your footsteps not to step on any like loose pages or loose books like that, you see Sir Toby in the room. Or shall I say, you see the absolutely butchered body of Sir Toby. In the corner of the room, you hear an iron door of his quarters slam behind you, lock behind you. You hear the voice of a soldier who kind of walks to the door in passing, like closing it behind you. They lock the door to walk past you. A full muffin soldier, who says, he goes, oi, keep the bear behind. He goes, we keep him behind the door there. Hey, have fun in there. If you get, hungry, your friend, your candy friend Toby should be able to help you with a meal. And you see that he storms off. Frank, what did you get on your insight?
21.
21. You do that. I need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Okay. 24.
20. Jesus. Okay. You take 34 points of poison damage. I don't know if you're resistant to poison.
I don't either. Give me like a second to look. No, I'm not.
So 34 points of poison, 6 points of piercing damage. You are not paralyzed. You do not have the poison condition, but you are grappled as as a glove-covered hand on your shoulder, on one shoulder, and a piercing dagger into your back, from behind you. And with that, give me 1 second. Bam.
What did I get from my insight check, though?
He was definitely like rambling. He was rambling. Like 100%. You notice that like it's one of those things where it's like, well, how did you survive?
Damn it,
well,
Calroy.
there's the way all of this was going and blah 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 blah. I understand it. Yada yada yada. Fully rambling. You feel your body tense up from the stinging pain as a dagger stabs into your back, and as it stabs into your back, wet and the back of your lower back starts to kind of break in on itself. And you've seen this wound before, and that is the blade of a water steel dagger pierces into your back. And you hear a.
Can I make a reaction?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I am 100% throwing what's it called? Hellish Rebuke right at the feet of Calroy. Yeah, dex save. Yeah, so I'm casting it at 2nd level. Yeah? Yeah. An extra D10, so it's 3 instead of 2. 24.
Ooh, 24 damage. You see, he stabs you in the back. And in the as he stabs you, you kind of turn around, pull the cork off one of the bottles, and it fully explodes in his face. You are still grappled. Calroy, being much taller than you, has lifted you, hoisted you into the air, holding you kind of by your collar. And he says, "Oh, you know, really, I should thank you, Frank. You are the one that made this all happen. But I gotta admit, you know why I've always hated you?" He goes, "It's 'cause you're so damn lucky, Frank. Doesn't matter how many times you fuck up, how many times you blow something up, you sink somebody's ship, they always seem to come around at the side of old Frank here. But really, with your research notes and everything you've done in the name of science and the hate for magic, you've done something really great. And that is that you've single-handedly brought the fall of Candia, my friend." And speaking of fall, pun intended, goodbye.
He fully spit in his face.
You spit in his face, and he lets you go off the side of the palisade. You begin to fall stories to the ground.
How much time do I have?
Okay.
And can I act in that time?
You get probably like one action, or like I would say,
Okay.
or like you would get like a turn essentially.
Okay, I'm drinking a fly potion.
Oh shit. Okay. You drink a fly potion.
And where in relation to my lab are we?
This is roll me a perception check. I say insight or perception. It's up whichever one you want to do.
Okay. 14.
14. Was that perception or insight?
Insight.
Insight. You see the tower, and it's kind of off in the distance. You get the feeling he led you from your tower, so you would not be able to, like, grab anything along the way to fight him back in this moment.
Okay, I'm gonna go 60 feet towards my lab.
60 feet towards your lab. You do that. You see, he goes, "Ah! So have fight in you, I see." He goes, "So you won't mind if I..." And you see he, underneath his, like, coat, pulls out the other rack. So, if you recall, there was the rack that had the 2 water steel daggers. What you guys failed to see was a whole other rack that was empty in the same room. The other 2 from that rack, he's going to make 2 attacks on you by throwing the daggers. I need you to make 2 con saves, please.
God damn it. A nat 20 and a nat 1.
Ooh, shit. I'm gonna say first one, dagger misses. Second one lands right between the shoulder blades. Natural 1, you.
Can't you just take them both and instead, like, the nat 20, like, bounces off the nat 1?
Unfortunately not. I would have said if the nat 1 was said first, maybe, but the nat 1 was unfortunately said second. That lands square in the center of your shoulder blades. Your body freezes, seizes up. You gain the poisoned and paralyzed condition, and again tumble to the ground. Last thing you see is Calroy pulls what looks to be like the amputated hand of like some like meat person. Puts the fingerprints. He's got a gloved hand. He puts the raw handprint on the handle of one of the knives there at the top. Grabs it, drops it on the just the like the handle of the blade there at the top of the palisade. As he turns around, goes back into the castle.
Hey, where's my room in comparison to where he is right now?
Give me a perception check.
Am I awake?
Right, like I would say first things first. Something screamed in your subconscious that snapped you awake. If that's not bad omen, I don't know what is. Like, so go ahead and give me a perception check.
I didn't know we could do this, by the way. So now that I know, can I just look at my window, use my passive?
Oh, you're already up, so yeah. What's your passive perception?
11.
11?
I would have got like a 7.
The DC is 10. Do you have dark vision?
Fuck you.
I would say so. Based on where your room at, how many feet do you have? Do you know? Is it 60? So, unless it says that you specifically have like superior dark vision, it's 60 feet.
Didn't I just get something that lets me see through magical darkness? Do you remember me talking about that?
It was a magic item, but it's not magical darkness. It's just night outside.
Does it help me see through real darkness?
No.
What the fuck?
You already can see through real darkness.
Yeah,
Or,
I see dark vision 60 feet.
you look out the window, wake up, you snap, your head instinctively turns to the window. Your room is right where a princess's room should be, and that is like right where the king and queen's room should be, and that is overlooking the kingdom.
I'm
You-
asking, can I see?
You
Frank
see
falling?
the whole thing transpire on the top. You do not see who attacks Frank.
That's fine. How far is it?
I would say it's a little bit outside, so like 80 to 100 feet.
That's fine. I would have no way to know that he's paralyzed, right?
You watch this whole thing. You see Frank is first off, there's a difference between somebody jumping and somebody being thrown. Would you agree? You see two figures.
Well, yeah. I mean,
You
usually
see
one's
You
backwards.
see two figures. Frank has a very distinctive kind of outline. You see that somebody picks him up, and his feet kind of start dangling. Giant fiery explosion happens. He is thrown off the palisade. As he falls, he catches himself in the air, starts to fly. You watch the shadowy figure throw to something. You don't see what it is. You probably assume it's some sort of some throwing weapon. Misses, hits him the second time. Frank falls out of the sky. You watch
How
the
much
whole thing happen.
damage did that second dagger do?
Oh, thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, no problem. I shouldn't have, but
32 poison, 6 piercing.
yeah, I'm out. I'm down to death saves.
Okay.
Okay.
Before you say that, okay,
Nope.
you want it while it's fresh? Is that what you're saying? You want to do?
Well, I don't know what you're about to say. And if it's bad, I want to go first.
It's not bad. I am simply gonna say, in this moment, just for keeping everybody's, you are gonna get act first. I need everybody to roll initiative, just to kind of keep track of what's going on. These next few moments, I think everybody has realized from what you've seen, from what Sang has seen, from what Hopper has heard, something is going down at Castle Candy, and you guys are in the heart of it. So, give me 1 second. I'm going to ask for those initiatives. Okay, what did everybody get? So
16.
25 to 20.
6.
You do get to go first.
19.
Hold on. So 25 to 20. Anybody get 25 to 20? No? Okay, 20 to 15.
19.
19.
16.
Sang with 19. Frank was 16. 15 to 10. Damn, really? 10 to 5?
6.
Wow! Okay. Hopper 6.
Well,
So you get to act because you said you wanted to act before I asked you to roll. There is bad stuff happening. You notice. What do you want to do?
Figuring it out. So you said how many feet away from me is it? Is he?
It's a little bit outside of your dark vision, so without like a distinctive way to measure, I would say it's anywhere between like 80 to 100 feet.
All right. Well, so I want to try and jump to him. I'm trying to figure out if it's possible because I have. Because look, I have Step of the Wind, which you know I can take a dash action, which doubles, and then my jump distance is doubled. But I'm not sure if it matters if I'm. Because like I'm not running halfway because it's in the air. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out. Like if I get a running start, do I get more jump? How far is my jump anyways? What is it doubled?
So
What
with a
can
running
get to it?
start, you always jump more. I don't know, however, if Step of the Wind says you. I think it literally says you do not need a running start to get the full jump. Your full jump
Step
bonus.
of the Wind. Spend a key point to take the disengage or dash action, and your jump distance is doubled. But if it's doubled and then I also run, can I get like tripled?
I think it's only fair.
I would like to try to jump to him. And I'll use all of my movement. Even if I don't actually use my movement, I will give it up for that.
So, the thing I was referring to, you get at level 9, unfortunately. So that sucks. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So at level 9, you can make the jump. You don't have to get a running start to get the benefit of running start.
No, no, no.
Yeah, I hear. What is your strength score?
14?
14. How tall are you?
Like 6 foot?
6 foot.
According to Simon?
Okay. With a running start, you can jump 28 feet.
Or 450 something. I can't do math, but it's like
56.
Thank you. Okay.
So you're looking to try to figure something out between 20 and 30 feet. That's how much extra space you
Could
think
I
you
use
might.
my sword? It just says as an action you can lunge.
Holy shit. I don't think it gets cooler than that. You see this happen. The shadowy figure retreats from the roof. What happens in this moment here? What,
It's a reaction. Fuck yeah. Cool.
normally you can't burn a reaction on your turn, but
Oh, I can't.
this is D&D, baby. We're doing it. What does Chorus do in this moment? So remember, here's the thing. You run over to your front door. Door's locked, right? So you see this happening. I think that there's for a moment where you're like, oh fuck, Frank. You turn to the door, go to open it. It's locked. You look back out to see through the window to see him there at the top.
The idea, and you can flavor it please, because I'm tired, but the idea is that I run out and jump, use my sword, and step on it to lunge further, or something like that, to get the extra feet. And then I was hoping, originally I didn't think it all the way through, to be honest. Originally I was hoping to use healing whatever, but that's an action, and I've already used an action. So then I was hoping to use a reaction to slow fall, reduce my own damage by 20.
Holy shit!
Fall on my body.
I'm gonna ask you something here. I guess not really a question, but I will need an answer. You turn to the window. You turn to the door. You're stuck between two options here: the window or the door. Right? You hear a voice, a voice that you have not heard for a long time. It is a woman's voice that almost like you try to go into a flashback. It's a little bit too hard. Like it's just too much panic. You keep hearing a voice that says, what are you standing around for? Move! Move, damn it, move! What do you do?
I just told you what I do.
You walk out, do you, like, open the window or you just, like, fucking jump through it?
I'm not gonna take the time to open it.
You just fucking move! Plant your feet. Glass shatters. You jump, monk abilities there. You find a whole bunch of, like, kind of, like, loose footsteps there. Boom! Boom! Kind of like running on the side of the wall. You do not have the movement speed to get there in the middle of that jump. And magical candy and energy in this moment.
Yeah,
Something is going...
Friday fucking come in handy?
Something is going
Things
on
that
here.
nothing.
You are able to finally put a face that you could not materialize in that moment to the voice as you see a almost ghostly image of your Aunt Rococo, who matches your movements. You from kind of your side hilt, her from the back. Both of you draw Rococo's blade. You see she puts it in front of her. Big wind up. She slashes the air with this giant kind of crescent of a slash, and almost makes like a wind bridge for you to kind of like airwalk onto. Boom, 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 boom. Catch as you manage to grab onto Frank, and you start to literally plummet like back first, straight down into the ground. Slow fall reduces the damage, but it still makes you take damage.
Yep.
You try your absolute damnedest to soften the blow by like hitting off the wall to kind of like disperse the momentum there. So you can either take like falling damage reduced from slow fall, but you'll take bonus damage as a result of carrying Frank, or you can allow Frank to take some of the damage, which will in fact his death saves.
No, I'll take it all.
You take it all? Alrighty. Does it reduce by a flat amount, slow fall?
20.
20. Wow, okay. Alrighty. With 20 points of damage exactly, you manage to smack off of a window seal, kind of like lower down.
I take 20
and
or I take 0 because
You
it was 20?
you take 20 reduced by 20.
So 0.
Splash into the chocolate mode. It stings. It fully stings, but it doesn't do any physical damage to you as you land. Frank, I just need one death save from you.
Death save's just a d20, yeah?
Yeah, it's just a d20. You're trying to hit a 10. 10 or higher.
15.
15. You're fully good. It's only because your unconscious body has fallen underwater, which is why you're rolling. So Oh, I can put you down. This is because more of a visual thing. But
Don't you mean under chocolate?
Under...
I just want to put in my key points so I don't forget.
Okay. Unique characters, Chorish rocks. I'll set you over there.
Just put me right in front of where I am.
So the moat's not in. Like, as you can see,
I
it's...
just don't care where it is. I just need to put my key points in.
Oh, just click yourself.
I tried. It won't. I don't know who I am. I'm not here.
Do you not have... Oh, that's why. Okay. Your permissions. Yeah, you should already have permission of it.
Now I do.
You guys splash, having kind of cushion the blow there, using your monk abilities to save Frank from certain death. Oh boy. Let's get into the mix, boys and girls. So you kind of walk off. The shadowy figure walks off there. Okay. We've rolled initiative. So, first to act is Sang. You are stuck behind an iron door locked in Sir Toby's room, who has been fully butchered and murdered inside of his own abode. What do you want to do?
What language did I hear the person speak behind me?
Terrible. You see that he's speaking in terrible Candian. Just in terrible Candian, but he's a muffin, so you can immediately tell that he's Ceresian.
Great. Oh wait, no, I speak Ceresian. Ooh. Is he still there?
You see that he shuts the door and he starts to walk off. He's not running, but he has walked from in front of the door.
I mean, the door is what? Steel?
It's like a steel gate, yeah.
So I'm gonna conjure my flame sword and stick it in the lock.
Okay. First off, give me an attack roll.
That's not a good attack roll, but the DC should be very small. 9.
Yeah, it's a stationary lock. You absolutely go ahead and roll damage here.
As I have to remember what the damage. I think it's 3d6 fire, if I'm right. Shit, that is 6 damage.
You slash into the lock. It is a sturdy lock. It's going to take a little bit more, but you see that your attacks are getting to it. Do you have any other actions on this turn?
Is the bear alive?
No medicine check needed. Toby is beyond dead. He's fresh dead, but he's like, so, do you like take a moment to like get a lay of like what happened?
Well, no, I want to try and convince the Muffin Man that I'm on his side because I don't look like the Candians.
So remember, you get a free skill check. So if you want to take this opportunity to do that before you do that, so go ahead and roll me an investigation check, please. I'll say investigation or medicine.
Not perception?
Not perception.
I'm gonna go medicine. That is an 11.
11? So, while you can't exactly tell how, like, what the events were that led up to the death of Sir Toby, first off, his throat is fully slashed ear to ear. It's a giant gash of a wound that looks like, it wasn't like somebody just like slit his throat like real quick. It looks like somebody put the blade like down to the hilt into the neck and brought it all the way from like east to west. And as he did that, you see that there's like a giant stab wound, kind of like under the plate, like where his arm would hang over his armpit. So somebody kind of like went under the plate there and stabbed him like by the armpit. Two very, very lethal strikes. He's not just like, so he's one of those like gummy bears that's like filled with like that like gusher liquid. So like, and it's all over the floor. He's like, there's no gusher liquid left inside of that actual gummy bear. So he's fully bled out.
Beautiful. But yeah, I'm just gonna stab that lock. Try and melt that lock.
Do you have a second attack?
Not with the fire sword in my, not offhand. In my main hand, I don't. I mean.
So you summon the sword is what, a bonus action or an action?
Bonus.
So you bonus action summon it, action slash, so yeah, you actually don't have any you don't have no actions left in your turn. Do you want to like you can kind of move somewhere in the door, but it looks like they've locked you in this room. Like that was the whole point, to kind of like whoever came to investigate cut them off, like cut that snake's head off.
Yeah, no, I don't. No. I'm standing right there at the door with the sword in the door.
No problem. Frank, go ahead and give me a death save, please.
Nat 20.
That's 2 successes on top of the one that you just had. You, as soon as you hit the water, Frank's eyes snap open from the like Frank. Only thing you feel after coming from unconscious is a horrific sting as you boom smack as you splash into the chocolate moat there. You snap awake. You as soon as you hit the chocolate, it being like a watery river for all intents and purposes, just chocolate milkshake. I guess that would make more sense, it being chocolate milk. Regardless, you guys can see under it regularly. Chocolate water. As soon as you hit the chocolate moat, he is bleeding profusely, right? He slams, eyes open up, he is awake, but fucking bleeding like crazy. He's got a
Still paralyzed?
he is still paralyzed.
I mean, I don't know that, but
I'm legit only using this D20 from now on.
He is he has you can see that from the wound, like real quick look at it, like no check needed. He was stabbed somewhere pretty vitally, so he's got a pretty nasty wound.
oh, don't you worry.
Am I can't talk paralyzed?
Paralyzed is you can't talk, can't do anything.
Cool.
So you do that. Chorus, actually ironically it's your turn.
Fucking yeah, sick dog. I'm going to assume, I mean, I can do a perception if you want, but I'm going to assume it's pretty obvious he's paralyzed when he doesn't move.
Yeah, you brace, fucking tuck, slam into the moat there, and you immediately are like, okay, I'm in water, I need to begin to swim. He's just drifting. Like, zero gravity drifting, starting to sink.
Cool. I'm going to action. Hands of healing, physician's touch. I'm going to heal him as well as rid him of his paralyzed condition.
Goddamn! Okay. So go ahead and roll.
Martial arts style.
It's what the die you roll for your unarmed strikes. It's like
D6?
it's a D6, yeah. So he heals 6, and then physician's touch takes away the paralysis.
Correct.
Um,
They're combined as one action, so they're not. It's not 2 or anything.
You kind of like start to like turn his floating body around, looking for the wound. You see a part of his lower back is dissolving, as if like again a wound that you've seen before. That time on your father, a wound that you healed then, a very similar wound that you see now. His literal sugary body is starting to dissolve. You put your hand on there, using some of the chocolate that's in the river there to reconstitute into a hard kind of like chocolatey layer to heal him 6 points. Frank, go ahead and put that in your health.
Can I make a perception check though?
Yeah.
I want to see if I can see. How many feet did we just fall? I don't want to see the perception, but how many feet did we just fall?
You probably fell close to like 80 feet.
So I would have no idea who did that. I wouldn't be able to see right now if I tried.
Yeah. And remember, before you jumped, you watched the shadowy figure turn and walk away.
Okay. What's the movement and the bonus action? Fuck, I guess we'll just. So where are we? We're in the river, which is where?
So technically the river's out more, but as you can see, there's the land isn't on this map. So like between the castle and the rest of the land, all of that water around is the moat, right? But there should be land that represents where like the rest of the land is. You're just on there so you can stat track essentially.
I guess what I'm asking is.
So if you were in the moat, I would say you fell from the palisade, so you're probably back here. You're probably like back there.
I just want has a health potion.
You saying this underwater, or do you want to try and surface first?
I thought we already did that.
No, you're still definitely in the water.
Oh, yeah, I'll use my movement speed.
We swim up. Give me an athletics check, please. It's a low DC. It's not like crazy water. Oh my god.
It can't be that low.
Nat 1. That's a nat 1. Oh my god.
Well, Frank, have fun swimming. I'll just be down here drowning. How do I fucking do that? Of course.
You lose.
are going in timeout.
So you have a couple of minutes till you drown, as per the rules of drowning. So I'll say on a nat 1, you lose half of the rounds that you have. You still have, before you freak out, you have mad time until you drown, but you lose half of them on the nat 1. You are still under the water, however. We jump over to Hopper, who is
So
at
that
the.
means I get no bonus action on it? Just take my turn?
Oh, I thought using like Physician's Touch was a bonus action or
Nope,
something.
that's an action. I said it's one action.
What about Hands of Healing? Also an action?
They combine.
Oh shit.
They are one thing.
Oh,
I
okay.
just said that, you dummy head.
Oh, my bad.
I don't have anything anyways. I was like fucking with you.
Okay.
I can't do anything underwater.
Calling the DM a dummy head is never a good idea. though.
I don't have anything I can do under.
Yeah, you always gotta call the DM a bitch ass.
Nothing. All right. Hopper, you are at the top of the palisade on the other side of the castle. What do you want to do?
I have like a general idea where I'm at.
Can you have a general idea? Probably like. Probably like there. Yeah, that's just like a general idea. I don't recommend like clicking and moving. This map is not fully to scale.
Anybody near me? Any enemies?
Make a perception check. Uh, 5. What plus? What 3? You say yeah?
One sec. Shit, no, sure is no. That's true 5.
Jesus. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anybody around you. It's like it's the dead of night, and it's not so much that you don't see anybody. It's more like the night's not on your side and stuff like that. So that's why you don't seem to see anybody. But no, it doesn't seem like anybody's around you.
Can I see them too?
No, unfortunately not.
Oh, sorry, no dark vision either. Okay. I'm just gonna misty step to the ground.
Okay. Shift. Boom, you missed the step to the ground.
Can I make like a history check on the stone, how well the Candians and the stone, whatever the name was that they wanted me to go, how well they know each other, or if
Oh
they're friendly?
yeah, go ahead and roll. Yeah, roll me a history check.
Well,
12. Normally this would be a bit of a higher DC, but you're old enough, not just that, but also since you serve next to Amathar, you know that you don't know exactly what the fairy may have been talking about, but Joran Jawbreaker lives in the Great Stone Candy Mountains, which is Amathar's brother. His older brother lives there. So they know it. So House Rocks here in Castle Candy, and presumably House Jawbreaker that lives in the Great Stone Candy Mountains, maybe a connection to what she's referring to. But if that is the connection, you know all about that connection. They know each other very well.
Okay, now, because I was like, close to Amathar, would I know if they had good relation?
Yeah, they had very good relations. You know that Amathar and Joran did not like their dad, Jadane, the old king of Castle Candy. Jadane was king before you were in court, but yeah, they didn't like their dad, but they liked each other. They're actually on very good terms.
Okay. I think that's all I got for my turn.
Alrighty. We go back to the top with Sang. You were still in that behind that door.
You want that damage?
If that is what you're trying to do, are you still trying to just like swing at the door?
Yep.
Alrighty. Go ahead and give me that. So go ahead and roll the attack roll first. You can swing twice this turn if you'd like.
21 and 17.
Both hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
12 and 11.
This is like candy steel. First one, boom, breaks the lock. Second one slices, like heats it up, slices right through it. Your blade glowing with this magnificent kind of like hot tamale flame, slashes through it. Door blows off the hinges there as you step out. You see two like muffin guys who, again, they're not running. They've kind of like walked away, have turned around and saw you, and they start to reach for their weapons. What do you do here?
Do I use Sarisian or do I use Sang? Probably Sarisian. I'm gonna look at them in Sarisian like, why did you lock me in there? I thought we were. What happened to killing that guy and leaving?
Oh fuck! Give me a deception roll.
18.
Ooh shit! You see, one of them draws the sword. The other muffin like puts his hand on it. He goes. Wait, are you one of Kruller's men?
Yeah. Why else would I be here as a fucking steak?
You see, he goes. All right, you have a point. He says, look. He says, we don't know where the princess is. He says, we were trying to get the information out of Toby, but he didn't give her position up. We presume she's probably in the queen's room or her own room. We're making our way there now. He goes, which one do you want?
How do you know you're good? Wait, I'm assuming do they have the schematics for the castle?
No, they just you can see your passive perception is 15.
Yeah.
They're wearing House Cruller uniforms. Like, normally, that's not out of the ordinary. They are Candians, like, they are, like, not Candians necessarily. They're, like, the difference between, like, bagels and donuts, right? So there's kind of, like, that gray line of, like, what's candy and what's a Candian and what's a Ceresian. But they're wearing House Cruller, like, colors. They're wearing House Cruller, like, insignias. They are as representatives of House Cruller. So them being in the castle, A, and B, having openly admitted to assassinating Toby just now, probably doesn't mean that House Cruller is an ally.
Alright, well, why don't I come with you and we can take her down together?
He says, it's a good plan, but we're trying to spread out. He's like, we're actually about to split up. He's like, we were going to take the princess's room and the queen's room to find them. He goes, you want to do that, or do you have a better plan?
You two go for the princess. I'll go for the queen. Metagaming. I made that decision because I knew the princess wasn't there.
Oh, roll me a perception check.
7.
Okay. Brett, high or low?
High.
High is good or high is bad?
High is good.
Can you roll me an insight check real quick? DC 12.
Not 12.
Like lower than 12?
Lower than 12. It's an 8.
All right. Yeah, you have no idea. Which one would Which one would Sang go to? Like, be honest. Like, which one would he probably go to?
Honestly, he would go save the queen because she was the one that was just nice to him over the princess.
That's fair.
Because she let him in and let him have his life, and the princess was about to exile him. So, honestly, probably the queen.
Okay. So now that you know that, what do you want to tell these guys?
Exactly what I just told them then.
Okay.
I will go take out the queen. You two go for the princess.
He says, "Got it." He goes, "She's on the northern end of the building." He goes, once you've got her, he says, Cowboy wants you to bring her to the throne room, where she'll be executed. So, he goes, "Get to it."
Yes, I know. Don't talk down to me, fools.
He goes, apologies. Yeah. It's just weird working with the Meatlanders again. Right. We're gonna go. They turn that you know that her room is towards the north. They sort of head kind of like towards like the west end of the building.
I'm heading straight for the queen's room now.
All right. You run through the hallways there. You find Caramelinda. She's not in her room, but she's walking past her room there. She looks at you, and she's walking. She goes, "Well, supper's getting cold. I don't know where the princess is or where they think they've gone to, but,
we have bigger Swedish fish to fry, and is there a room right next to us?
yeah, like I said, there's a couple of rooms."
Swedish fish.
I'm so glad one of you got that.
There's
Cool.
a bunch of rooms, but like I said, you see this big, glorious, magnificent door, which you probably can be like, "Oh yeah, that's the king and queen's bedroom." But like, there's a bunch of other dorms, like other doors like bathrooms and like supply closets and stuff like that, all in this hallway.
I'm gonna push her into a supply closet.
Ooh.
Or guide her into a supply closet.
Okay. You go into the supply closet, close the door behind you.
Nice word save.
You see she goes, What is the meaning of this?"
Two muffin men wearing House Crawler's sign on their chest assassinated Toby. They were splitting up to take you and the princess to the throne room to assassinate you.
You see, she goes, "What is all of this talk of assassination? We are in the castle walls," Sir Sang.
So I'm gonna use. I knew it was gonna come in handy. I'm gonna find the website page. Fuck. I'm going to use Encode Thoughts. So I'm gonna pull the memory of them telling me about assassinating Toby out of my head and put it against her head and make her see it.
You see, you summoning this kind of nature magic, intertwines with her candy and magic there. You see her eyes roll backwards, these bright caramel eyes, like the whites of her eyes, if you will, as she starts to kind of like relive like this video of the memory there. Her eyes kind of come back to, float back to the surface. She goes, "Where is my daughter? Where is she?"
I don't know. hopefully still safe in her room. We
She
might
goes,
be able to still stop them.
well, we gotta go. She fully opens the door and attempts to like go out.
I mean, I'm not gonna try and stop her, but I'm gonna follow her.
Alrighty. So last thing you do is go ahead and roll me a persuasion check, please.
Me?
Yes.
14.
14. Caramelinda is freaking out. This is her castle, so she knows where to go, but so like as far as directions go, she knows where to go, like physically, but she has no idea like where to go. She doesn't really know what to do in this situation.
So, how much time did I spend looking around the castle?
I would say like a decent amount.
So, let me find the wording for it. So, uncanny paths take the secret passage to Korish's room.
Ooh, that's interesting. You absolutely. Is it like a feature or like what is it?
It's a class feature.
It's a class feature. You
But
absolutely.
I just know hidden underground pathways and hidden pathways.
I would say you absolutely know what to look for in terms of like hidden doors and stuff like that. You see the outline of a hidden door hidden behind like the statue of the late King Jadane there on the wall. You pull the head back, it spins to open around. You see coming in from the other entrance, so essentially like coming from the princess's room where this like leads to, is Calroy Cruller. You see, he says, "Oh, my queen, Caramelinda. I'm afraid something is happening right now as we speak, and we need to get you to safety. Have you seen your daughter?" You see that he's like, "I'm worried for her safety." You see her eyes still wide, her like hyperventilating.
I'm gonna motion her behind me.
Okay.
And then, can I pass without a trace?
You can certainly try. But that will unfortunately be an action that you already used.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But you see Calroy, who is like not just caught off guard, is kind of like a loaded gun right now. Very much like you are in the sights of this loaded gun. The next actions that you take might set something off. He says, "Really, my queen, I don't know if hiding behind a meatlander is the best idea right now." As he pulls out a water steel dagger handle that has a bloody meat handprint around the handle that he's holding with like a glove, and he says, "I found this on the palisade, and poor Frank, he has taken an unfortunate fall. So, if we could get out of here, that would be fantastic."
Yeah, except I literally showed her what I saw.
We are going to move to Frank, who is with Korish underneath the chocolatey moat there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and get to the shore.
Okay, give me an athletics check, please.
You said athletics?
Yes.
18.
18. Go again. I would say if you want to kind of drag Korish to the top, you can do that as well.
To the shore or just to the surface?
Just like to a place where you can kind of like to the shore, to where you can kind of like get your head
Yeah,
out and
I'm going
like
to.
like lean on some rocks there at the shore there.
Yeah, I'll drag her.
You got
For sure.
You see that Frank, you casting all that magic and whatnot. You kind of like not like hiccup, but you kind of take a breath of that chocolatey moat there. And in that moment, Frank snaps to, kind of gets you, and the both of you swim to the top there. You're no longer like drowning or having to hold your breath. You get to the top. Both of you come out coughing up like some of that chocolate right there, all over the shore rocks there as you both come up for air. If there's anything you guys want to say, you can absolutely do that. You still have your full turn, Frank.
It's Calroy.
What?
It's Calroy.
What is Calroy?
This, and he points to his back.
Oh. Oh, shit. Well, where's Mother?
Both of you roll stealth checks right now.
17.
17.
17.
Both you see it's dark out. This sky is like a purple, almost like a red sky. And you see a light hits the corner. You see a patrol of these muffins with hunting dogs
Muffin?
rounds the corner there with these like lanterns with these like crystals in them. These little like
They're
hard
the little
candies,
tiny muffins, the dogs, like the little.
like muffin bites.
Yeah.
Yeah, like big muffins and small muffins.
The dogs.
The dogs. Round the corner, you guys successfully have the check as you kind of like sink down to your nose into the moat there. It's just like the tops of your heads in the water there. They fully walk past you, and they say that, you see that he says, what the fuck, man? He was supposed to fall. He was supposed to be right here. And he goes, well, this is where he's like, this is where he dropped him. He goes, maybe he swam off or he sunk to the bottom. We'll keep looking. He says, well, the dog's not picking anything up, so he's not on land anywhere. So he goes, let's finish this lap up. And he says, well, what about the princess? What about the princess? He goes, the other team's taking care of her on the inside. And he said, and you hear that he says, okay, so he goes, Team A's got the princess. He says, we're looking for the alchemist. And he says, and that means Team C is on the queen. He says, right, but he goes, but in the meantime, we need to make sure that we have all of the entrances sealed. You guys here, you guys hear this, and they head off. You guys can kind of come back up to where you can speak again, so you guys can continue saying what you were saying.
I'm also gonna cast Armor of Agathis while I'm here.
It's a spell.
Yeah. Well, drink it, I guess. Whatever.
Shit. Mother must still be inside.
She probably is. I don't fucking know. We clearly can't get inside easily. I'm in no condition to fight. I don't know what to do, Korish.
First off, you're never in a condition to fight. You suck. Two, no, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Well, what is your? Do you have a health potion? Don't you make those?
No, that was something I never picked up.
What? You can fly, but you can't give yourself health?
What do you want me to say? I'm sorry? What do you... I create amazing things and you're over here making fun of me?
At least I made it. I don't know. That's
Yo, fuck you, Korish.
Fuck you. Then I hug him.
Yeah, I don't hug you back. I wish Lazuli was here. She'd know what to do.
Anything else you want to do with your turn, Frank?
No, that's all.
All right.
I don't.
So right after Frank is Korish.
Where are we in relation to getting back into the castle?
So, interestingly enough, Frank was thrown off the palisade that is above the throne room. So, like, it's not on the same floor, but, like, you guys basically took the express elevator straight down to the floor the throne room is on. So, assuming that Calroy isn't there yet, you guys could cut through the throne room there, if that's what you wanted to do. I think that answers your question. We're saying how close were you? You're actually very close. If you open the map, like I said, this is just kind of like representation. That building that you're next to, like, do you see where you're at?
Yeah.
You see that ramp that's like right on the corner?
Mhm.
No, to your right. Like literally press D and go right.
What?
That staircase.
Uh-huh.
If you look inside of that building, that's the throne room.
And that's where I assume my mother is?
Well, either
where I'm
she's there,
assuming she
but you literally heard them say that they're trying to capture your mother and take her to the throne room. So assuming that they don't have her yet, she's somewhere in the castle. But you're by the throne room. You're by the destination, like the final destination, just not the initial one.
Alrighty then. Alrighty. Then I guess I would like to go in there and stealth and hide and ready in action.
Alrighty. You haven't really used your movement, Frank. Do you follow Korish into
Yeah.
this endeavor? Alright, so both of you
Yeah.
go ahead and roll me stealth checks.
Behind her. 100% behind her.
Alright, go ahead and roll me some new stealth checks.
17 yet again?
Yes, not being a bitch. We're gonna keep that one. 22?
22. Love that. So 17 and 22?
Yes.
You guys in the throne room, you guys can go ahead and hide yourselves by the front door somewhere. And you guys are in the throne room right now.
Sick. And we're hiding?
You are hiding. Like I said, go ahead and take this opportunity to move yourselves somewhere by the front door where you want to hide.
Yo, this is so difficult to see inside here.
Wait, where am I?
You can
so-
pull the green slider down and
What?
see the main floor. So on the little
Oh
bar.
my god, what?
Yeah.
How have I never known that?
Are these up?
I literally say it every They do go upstairs. They go up to a different floor.
Where am I?
Literally in front of the front, like literally inside, just inside the front door.
Got it.
If you double click your character icon where it says like Frank Wichu, it'll center on you.
Where'd Korish
I
go?
assume they're gonna want to put her there.
Korish went up the right staircase there.
Yeah, sorry, I'm playing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking follow.
I don't. Am I using real movement speed? Do I have to worry about that?
No, so you don't even have enough speed to cover that kind of distance. You got to be somewhere by the front door.
What? Okay. Hold on, I gotta move back then. I didn't realize.
You can probably get to that staircase, but like
Nah,
top landing is
I
as
just-
far as you can go.
We're hiding. So hiding.
Alrighty. We move to Hopper. You have Misty stepped down. Go ahead and give me a perception check, please, real quick.
And I'm ready in action, by the way. I think I said that.
What action are you readying? What's the
when-
action? What's the trigger?
The action is hex.
Okay.
The trigger is when I see someone that I want to cast it on.
So just like when you see like somebody you deem as a threat.
Well, not anyone. Just one that seems like the leader threat.
So Calroy.
Well, I don't know who it's gonna be. Whoever happens to come in and looks like the big boss leader threat.
Okay, that's fine. Max, what did you get?
Just I did pass.
Huh?
I did pass. We're just gonna go with
Well, what did you get?
It's a 5.
Okay, so the DC was 5.
Oh. Alright.
You Misty step down, and you're gonna have to act actually pretty quick here as you see again another one of these patrols, muffin dudes with these muffin hunting dogs with a lantern literally sweeping the grounds. These are not the guards. These are not the Tart Guard. The Tart Guard is normally
They're not the guards. You're the
that these are the Tart Guard is normally the ones that would be like checking the grounds and stuff. These are muffins. These are not Candians. In the sense that like you're a Candian or anybody else that you know immediately is Candian. For all intents and purposes, these are Ceresians who are there, and there's a massive like not battalion but like a huge company of these muffins and these guard dogs patrolling the grounds. Do you want to try and stealth real quick, or what are you thinking?
I'm guessing when you say a large number, we're not talking like 1 or 2, right?
No, like, so most of them are walking in pairs, like 2 dudes, like 2 dogs, but there's a bunch of these pairs. There's maybe like 25 of these pairs that are just like walking all. So, just outside of the castle is a massive forest. It's a big old like lollipop forest and stuff like that. They're combing the forests and around the grounds with these dogs and these lanterns.
Okay. I'll check.
Well, before you start rolling, what do you want to do? Like, what do you want to do? Do you want to stealth? Do you want to like run somewhere to kind of like break sight? Like, what do you like? Where do you want to go?
Well, I guess we're going inside, so work my way inside.
Alrighty. Go ahead and grab your guy, and you can start moving.
And of course, I can't see at all, correct?
It's dark, but you're at the castle walls, so like there's lights that are up. It's just like it's not like a floodlight. It's still pretty dark, but you know, it'll be hard. It's harder to look out towards the woods than it is to look by the walls. Like I said, the walls are lit. So yeah, if you want to go ahead and grab your mini there and go ahead and kind of go where you want to go there, you have very vast knowledge of the layout of the castle. So if you have any questions that you want answers to, or any kind of plans you want to make, you can absolutely do that.
Alright, so any secret passageways?
You are
second
currently
floor?
by the dining room, like the dining area there.
Right.
You can take a secret passage if you want by the dining room. That will take you to the throne room.
Let's do it.
Is that something you want to do, or did you want to try something else?
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right. You guys are stealth in the throne room. You hear one of the pillars. You hear like stone shift, and the stone shift, a secret passageway opens, and coming out from a spiral staircase off to the side there, you see actually you guys are there, so you don't see anything. But you do hear it. I will move you, Hopper, to where you are at now.
Oh.
You're actually like here.
Okay, that's a little better.
Yeah, so you guys stone shifts, and you hear footsteps, kind of like towards the center of the room there. Anything else you want to do, Hopper?
I do want to start Bladesong.
Alrighty, you drawing your axe there, go into your kind of like your battle trance. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Boom. Okay. We move back to the top of the order with Sang. Sang, you are face to face with Calroy in front of you and Caramelinda behind you. What do you do here? You see that Calroy is slowly walking towards you.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna pass without a trace.
Okay. He is going to do his readied action. What is your AC?
18.
18. That is a tie, so he wins. The hell? You take 16 poison damage. You take 6 piercing damage. For 20.
Even though I'm not made of candy?
Oh fuck! So you take 8. You take 8 poison damage.
Okay. And how many piercing?
6.
So 14 total?
Yeah, you do that, and then I need you to roll me an opposed athletics check, please.
Yo, what's up with that? I took over 30 damage both times. This is bullshit.
It's because you're Candian.
Opposed athletics?
Yes.
That's a nat 20.
Oof. You see that he's Calroy's inching towards you, and he goes, "Your Highness, look, I'm trying to help you." You see, he goes, "Something is going very." Snaps forward. You see, he snaps forward, reaches forward to grab you. You immediately kind of like, it's not so much that you're dodging in a deft way, almost just like you are just like reacting to like a mouse trap going off, or like a bear trap going off. You just throw your body back into the wall that you just opened, that secret passageway there. Throw your body into the wall, it opens back up, you spill out into the hallway, just as Calroy kind of like stabs you with a dagger in your side there. It's not like a serious blow, but he does get you there, as he drags drags the dagger back, and you see he goes, "See, now you're hiding behind a meatlander. I am not your enemy, Caramelinda." What does Sang do as you pass it out of Trace?
Grabs her hand, and as the stairs appear underneath him, they're gonna dart down the stairs that he didn't see.
Okay, what does it look like as you pass it out on Trace?
So I'm gonna draw a giant circle with my hand, and then just blow through it. And then as I blow through it, the little face sparkles dance into his eyes, and as we disappear.
You, like, the minute you hit that wall, you kind of cast the spell on that, like, back pedal, blow the spell through that magic ring that you fully catch him in the eyes, like glass powder. You hit him in his eyes. He's, fuck! Kind of stumbles backwards. You hear him scraping on the walls on the inside, the metal from his blade clanging off the walls on the inside. He says, "Fucking T-bone!" Or you're a tomahawk sake. He goes, "God damn it!" All right. He says, "All right, that's it." And he goes, you hear the voice echoing from the hallway, just like, "There's no use running. We've got the castle surrounded." As he walks down the hallway there, you guys are sprinting down the spiral staircase. You do that. So you have pass out the trace is an action?
That's a good question. If I could remember what I think is it level 2 or level 1? Level 2. 1 action.
So it's an action. You guys are covered in the darkness as the lights blow out. All of the torches that are kind of like in the sconces along the hallways go out. You are shrouded in this darkness on top of this magical darkness. You guys can see Calroy stumbling out of the passageway, kind of like still rubbing his eyes. And you hear Caramelinda, "What's the meaning of this? Calroy!" Like, she's actively like, stop attacking each other. What's going on? As you kind of quiet her down, tell her like we gotta go, hushing her, pulling her down the hallway. You guys are sprinting down that spiral staircase, down to the lower floor. Where do you take her?
I mean, obviously not the throne room. I'm gonna take her to my guest room.
You can absolutely take her to your guest room. Do you have any like abilities or anything that you want to try here to maybe try to like get in contact with the rest of the group, or what? Like, what's going through Sang's mind right now?
It's protecting the queen.
Okay. You absolutely can take her back to the guest rooms there. And you open the door. You go inside. You shut the door behind you. Do you do anything to this door?
I'm going to produce flame and heat up the door handle.
You produce flame, grab the handle, it starts to heat up. All of this candy and steel, so it doesn't like melt. It's not like the wooden stuff that's around here that would like melt because it's like chocolate and caramel and stuff, so it doesn't melt. It just starts to heat up.
And then when someone grabs that, it'll do 2d8 fire damage.
Abso-fucking-lutely. You back up further into the room as you establish a game plan. We go to Frank.
What else is in the throne room?
The thing in the throne room is a throne.
Okay, correction. Who else is in the throne room?
Sorry, I put the mini is there from the scene right at the beginning. The only person that you know for a fact that is in the throne room is Korish. You've just heard somebody come in through some sort of secret passage. You can absolutely take a peek if you want to look around there. You got a pretty good stealth, so I got a pretty high number to beat. Was yours the 17 or the 21?
17.
Yours the 17. You had a pretty good stealth that I'd have to beat if somebody's in here. But it's absolutely up to you if you want to try and like take that risk.
Give me like 2 seconds. Yeah, I'm gonna. What? You trying to rush me like right as the 2 seconds ended and I was ready?
Yeah, that was perfect. No, it was great.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm gonna cast invisibility at 3rd level, so it makes both Korish and I invisible.
Okay, Korish, you see from the side there, Frank pulls 2 bottles off his bandolier, tosses you a bottle.
So I feel like
And then I wanna see who else came in.
Do you catch it or let it hit the ground?
Of course I catch it.
You catch it as you catch it. You watch him pop the cork off, drink it, and disappear.
Does this look the same as the one that he just drank?
Yeah, it's the exact same.
Cool. I'll drink it.
You drink it. You Korish vanishes from your sight.
Sorry. I wanna see who else is in the room. Who came into the room?
Okay, you peek with a bonus 20 to your stealth, so a 37. You peek around the corner. You see 2 muffin guards, sit by the throne. Hopper, did you roll a stealth at the end of your last turn or no?
No.
No. You see coming out of a secret door in the wall is Hopper from underneath the kind of like that's archway under the staircase. The guards have seemingly heard the stone open, but they have not clocked you yet. Let me go ahead and put in two minis for you though.
Wait, the guards clocked who?
They haven't clocked anybody, but they did hear the stone turning from the secret door opening.
Can I make it to Hopper in 30 feet?
One second. 30 feet would be 2. No, it would be a double move. It would be about.
And
Double move would be 55 feet.
I already took an action. Okay. From here to there's 30 feet. How do you? Okay. I'm just gonna move to here.
Okay. You are
Actually,
invisible.
like there-ish.
Okay. You move over there. You're not on a square. Pick a square. There you go.
That's all.
Alrighty. We move to Korish. What are you doing? Sorry, what's up? Frank is invisible and he's starting to advance forward towards Hopper.
Have I seen my mother yet?
No, not yet.
Fuck. Fuckity fuck fuck. I don't know. I mean, in all reality, I would have no reason to move. I haven't seen what I want to see yet.
Okay.
I'll just keep holding that action.
Sounds good. Hopper, you're up. You come out of that secret hallway there. Where you want to go?
Guess I wanna. I don't want to stay where I'm at the moment. Just go into stealth.
Okay. You want to
Stealth
stealth? You
check.
can absolutely stealth. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Oh. 7.
7. You absolutely try to hide there. It's not so much you, but the sound of this loud ass stone door grinding on stone. You press your back to the back there. You hear, but you absolutely can hear. Hey, what was that? I don't know. Go check it out. He goes, all right, watch my back. All right, and you hear people starting to creep down, walking towards your position, presumably.
Can't see him yet.
Not quite. So actually, I would say you can. Your back is pressed to the wall. Your back is pressed to the wall there, so you can kind of like peek over around there. But you see one of them is approaching you. One of them is starting to approach you.
Yeah. Cast hold person on the one approaching.
Oh shit. Okay. What check does he need to make?
Oh boy, what am I doing here? It is target wisdom.
Wisdom save? Okay. Wisdom save. Ew. He does got a pretty good wisdom. What's the DC?
14.
14.
6.
So it should be your. What's your intelligence modifier?
It is. Intelligence. Why am I not? Oh wait, it's +3.
+3. Then you had a +3 from your proficiency, which is 6 plus 10. Or is it 8? I think it might be +8. Oh, 8. So, 14, yeah. Either way, he got a 6 plus 5, which is not 14. You wait to the very last second. Energy crackling at your fingertips there. You whip the corner at the very last second as he gets there. Spell unleashes as a literal like a chocolate treat box wraps around him in arcane scrawling and freezes him in place. It is whole person. He is fully paralyzed, fully frozen there where he's at. You hear the other one. Oh, what the fuck? Draws his sword. So you guys are there, and he's going to go after you now. They're both actually going to go after you, but he's frozen. So you do that. Any other things you want to do here?
That's one action. That's all I got.
Alrighty. He is frozen. Hold person. Fucking hit him with the freeze, dog. Do they get a save at the end of every turn? What's the save? At the end of each of its turns, they make another save. So it's going to be the end of his turn. He's going to roll again. He does not succeed. So the other one is going to go 5, 10, 15. He's going to rush you. And what is your AC now?
Yeah, I've already gone past what. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
What?
User error on. Yeah. I read my thing a little bit, and I should have casted it at a higher level, but. I'll take that as
you probably should have casted it at a higher level.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, you can absolutely, if you want, you can do that real quick. You're a wizard. You're all about adapting. If you want to do that real quick, you can.
All right, third level.
Third level, absolutely. Go ahead and mark that off. And you hit that other guy. Literally, as soon as you stop that other guy, you see the other guy charging you. We see one's in the. He goes, one's in the throne room. And you shoot the second guy. Both of them freeze right in front of you. Frank, as you cross, you fully see Hopper step out. Bam, bam, hit 2 people with a whole person. It is concentration, I think. Yes, it is concentration. So he's gonna hold that spell for a minute. There's nothing else for your turn. We move back to Sang, who is in the middle of that room there. You hear them coming around. They're gonna make a perception check. What is your stealth modifier?
So plus 10. So total, I think I go plus 15 to stealth.
So what's your normal stealth modifier without pass without a trace? Is it plus 5? So yeah, plus 15. Okay.
Wait, modifier plus 5?
Yeah.
Not as safe.
Correct. There's no stealth save.
Oh, you're right.
3 dex, 3 or probably like 2 dex, 3 proficiency.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the big numbers.
You hear choo 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 choo, bunch of footsteps coming down the hallway. They're this way. Boom, 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 boom. And then you hear, we've got one's in the throne room. As they stop, they look both ways. Well, I guess you don't see them look. They're, fuck. Okay. You keep scanning the hallway. Find the queen. We'll start heading to the throne room. He says, got it. They turn. They part ways. They do not seem to know where you're at.
How many you got left in the hall?
You have no idea. It was a bunch of steps and a bunch of voices.
Can I take a perception to see if I can differentiate the voices?
100%. Go ahead.
18.
18. From what you've heard, there were 3 distinct voices, but there were definitely more steps. So like, they probably were like 3 or 4 teams of people, and they've since scattered around they've separated. So you don't know. So you think that one of the teams is still combing this hallway, the other 3 have gone to the throne room.
Do I know how many of the teams were? It was teams of 2, right?
you again, you don't really know. The team that got you in the in Toby's room was a team of 2, but it's very possible that that was just a team of 2. There's probably like there may very well be more.
I'm gonna look at Cara Melinda. A lot of them ran off. There's like 2 to 4 people out there still. I think we can take them.
Jesus, are you mad? My castle is crawling with. Who are they?
They're Crawler's men. It's a mutiny.
A mutiny.
As-
What does Crawler have to do with any of this?
I don't know, but he is not here to save your life. That is for sure.
Oh, she goes.
I mean, I showed you what they said. It's kind of hard to not believe a memory that came directly out of my head.
I know. It's just, she goes, I don't know what to do, and I usually know what to do, and she goes, oh, in Chorus, I'm never gonna hear the end of it from her. She says, we need to find my daughter, and we need to get out of here. She was right the entire time. But we can't. She goes, but we need to figure out where they are at. We need to find them somehow.
Oh well, they said throne room, so I'm gonna guess throne room.
She says,
But we're not getting a throne room without killing these guys outside the store.
she goes, okay, maybe I can, she goes, sir, she goes, Sang, if I am a little, she goes, on any other day, I would normally ask this, as I'm rested and I am able to, kind of do these things, but she goes, may I, borrow some of your magical essence,
What would that entail?
in game speak, what spell slots do you have available?
A 4, 3 3s, 4 1s, and a 2.
Alrighty. She's asking to borrow a 3rd level spell.
Yeah, she can have a
a 3rd level
spell.
slot. You would give up a 3rd level slot.
She can have a 3rd level slot.
Okay, so go ahead and mark that off. You see that she goes, she reaches out, kind of like touches you, leeches that magical energy from you. Her hands beginning to glow. You see, she takes a moment. She takes like a kneel, touches the floor. You see, magic shoots through the floor there, as almost like a game of Snake. Just something like searching through the castle. Chorus, you are suddenly blasted mentally by a presence. Where you hear, blasted mentally. You hear, Chorus, where are you?
Do I know how to respond?
It's coming to you as a thought, so you could probably like think it.
Because I'm invisible. I don't want to give up my.
Right. So the spell is sending.
I just thought it.
You speak. You can speak, but what is the message that you send back? I don't know what are you saying?
I'm thinking it.
Say it.
Oh, you said to think it.
You're say it out loud, but your character is thinking it in game. Like
I know. I just like fucking with you. What did she say?
Chorus, where are you?
Yeah, she says, "Where are you?"
I'm thinking this. I'm not saying it. I'm in the throne room.
She says,
What?
Huh?
How are you? Are you in my head?
She says, she goes, it's not important how I'm doing this. Actually, if you were actually paid attention in any of your magical aptitude classes, you might be able to pick something
you
up.
Take this time, really?
She goes, you're right. This isn't the time. She goes, is the path to you clear?
I don't know. Can I make a perception check?
Sure.
How does I know that? I'm hiding behind a pillar. I think it's gonna be a 16, but let me double check. Perception plus 1, yeah. 16.
Well, there's people in the room currently.
Right.
So, and you know that the outside is crawling with guards.
Right.
So the answer is probably like, you could.
I'm gonna go with no.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna go with no.
She says, okay. She says, I'm in the room. I am locked in the room with Sang here.
What room?
She says,
We live in a castle with like hundreds of rooms.
that's fair. We are in the guest bedroom.
How far is that from me?
She says, it's
No, how far is that from me?
it's on the second floor.
Oh, Jesus.
So, if you were to go up, it would probably take you like upwards of like 3 move actions to get there.
Would it be possible for you to meet me outside?
We can probably do that.
Yes.
But we should figure out a plan of movement. She goes, who do you have with you? Do you see anyone?
I know I had Frank. I saw him walk off to find something or listen to something. Or I'm not sure where he is, but I don't think he left.
She says, okay. And the rest of your gang, is Hopper with you?
Can I see him?
Yeah, you're over there. You can see him.
Oh, so then what I just said doesn't make sense.
You remember, you're just hiding. Hopper is not hiding.
Alright,
He
I'm
fully
also
pops out, hits 2 dudes with spells.
Right.
Like,
Redact what I just said then when I said Frank is with me. Yeah, Frank is with me. He just went to go get Hopper. They're both standing here.
you just see like arcane blasts going up. They're just standing here. She says, okay, we need a game plan. She goes,
Get to the ship. So we've got to meet outside.
see if it's one creature. It's one creature, okay. So she says, okay, so what's our plan here? How do we get out?
I don't know. I don't even know where you are.
Can I hear her talking?
No, this is sending, which is it's like the
Oh,
message.
right.
It's like the message spell, but pure like an unlimited range.
So like, I can't do it. Damn it. Cause like, Path of the Trace goes for an hour, so her and I are good.
Yeah, so if y'all can sneak out, we're invisible.
Okay, where can we meet you?
I don't know anything. In real life. I don't know.
Okay. You don't know? Nowhere?
I already said the ship.
Where's the ship?
Where did I leave it?
So the ship that you guys got off at was in the Secrosi Harbor. So that was the ship with Manta Ray on it.
Yeah.
Annabelle's ship
Where
is
the fuck is they? They supposed to be here soon, bitches.
but even that's a little ways out.
Where's my carriage that I had as a backup plan?
Also by the border.
No, I said I wanted it outside the castle. I said it as I was on my way to the castle. I said I want a backup plan in case I can't get to the ship. In that quote.
They're not gonna wait outside
Yes,
for
they will. That's what I
6 to
asked.
8 hours.
That's what I asked. That's what they gonna do. I'm the princess. I asked for a backup plan carriage.
And your mom was probably like, "We don't need you. You guys can go."
This bullshit. It's bullshit. It's not my fault you ruined my plans, bitch. I had plans. I'm not saying that.
You
This
see-
is Aspen talking. I'm still trying to think. I don't know. The map is not correct, so I don't actually know what's happening. I don't know where we are in actuality. I don't know what's around. Where is a good place to meet? What is outside? What?
Give me a, I'll say, history, perception, investigation.
I guess we're rolling perception. Eight.
8. There's the only real landmark that you can think of is probably like Dulcington probably has, because it has like some turncoats in it probably, and
You're telling me I can't just like
and
get another carriage?
you could probably go to like the Standing Stones. So as you know, Candia doesn't have like a god. They worship a lot of like spirits. So it's kind of like a pagan thing. So they have like a Standing Stone site that's off the side there, like outside of the castle a good ways, that is like dedicated to their like one of their spirits.
I gotta make the plan. I don't know. I'm not good at this. Who are you with?
Sang.
Can you pass us on to Mr. Science Man over there? I'm not sure.
She says, I suppose.
Does anyone there? Could you do that?
She's gonna have to use another spell slot.
Damn it. Give me a moment. I'm gonna go over to Frick.
I believe it's still Sang's turn, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, Caramelinda was acting on Sang's turn, so it's Sang's turn currently.
Well, tell her that I'm holding my action then so I can go talk to Frank.
Okay. Sang, do you want to do anything in your turn?
I mean, I'm just gonna ready an attack with the flame blade for whoever comes in the door.
Sounds good. Frank, you're up.
Frank!
Okay.
For Frank!
You're just yelling that like that?
No. I am using thaumaturgy and I'm whispering in your ear. Frank, come here. Frank. Frank, come here.
It's not your turn.
Damn it, you're right. It's not my turn. Never mind, I can't do that.
So assuming Frank is aware of where he was dropped off of the balcony or the palisade, and he's aware that Calroy is likely coming to the throne room. Can he determine the quickest route for Calroy to do that?
Give me an
And
intelligence
can he
check.
attempt to intercept it?
Give me an intelligence roll. Straight intelligence.
Straight intelligence. Thank you. Nat 20.
Damn!
I'm never using another die. This die that's 3 in 1 session.
That's a little sus there, Siege.
Yeah, I know it is.
The quickest way to the throne room from where you're at would determine on which floor he's on. So, on a natural 20, though, you don't know specifically where he is. He's either gonna come through. Oh, I gotta give you something on a nat 20. You're trying to cut off Calroy. That's your objective.
Yes.
You're by the front door. I'll say on a natural 20, you're hiding there by that pillar. You can look out the front door, by those windows off to your right there. Look up the castle and see that like they're on the like second floor. Like it looks like you actually can see Calroy moving towards the building. In this case, the quickest way down is the staircase that's legitimately directly in front of you.
Cool. How far from me is he?
Probably upwards of like 90 to like anywhere between like 3 and 4 movements, so like 90 to 100 feet or like 120 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna double move towards him.
Oh shit. Okay.
I don't know exactly where that puts me because this map is confusing as fuck.
The map is so not accurate.
I didn't expect there's so much shit to happen on the second floor.
So you made this staircase that just goes to nowhere?
Yeah, you see notice how the door to the right isn't there?
Honestly.
Yeah.
There's no door to the on the right side. So you go up the stairs. I'll just put you there for a mental thing. You double move up the stairs. There is a wooden door in front of you. There's a window on it by the size of like a cereal box. On it, like beautiful like rose on there. That's like a stained glass on there. You look through it. You see way down the hallway is Calroy. He's like rubbing his eyes, and you see that he's like walking through, opening up doors left and right, looking in. But he's down the hallway by like a good ways.
Okay, I'm standing here, readying a. Wait, no, I already made an action. I'm just standing here,
Okay.
like
Sounds
against a wall, so that he would walk past me.
Alrighty. Notepad. Here we go. Chorus, it is your turn.
So, where is he now?
Good question. He is invisible.
Fuck. You are right. Fuck. Still mad about my carrot. Is she still in my head?
No. The connection is cut.
Why? I said, hold on a minute, bitch.
I thought you just told her to talk to.
No, I said, and I quote, hold on so I can talk to Frank.
Okay, then yes, the connection is still there.
Cool. Hey, yo, mom. Nah, it's okay. I don't know. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. Oh, every one of my plans have been foiled. You decide.
You hear her say, like, there's a long pause where she goes, "So that's it then? I decide."
It's the way you like it, isn't it?
I never wanted this. She goes, "I want you to be your own woman. I want you to. The reason that I allowed you to train with your father in the first place was so that you could be like your father, so you could be like Rococo." Zoom in. There you go. She goes, "But if you insist that I make the decisions, that's fine. But I'm wondering if perhaps all of the training was for nothing."
This bitch. I don't know. I don't have any ideas. I literally can't think. If it's up to me, I'd leave all you asses. With my carriage. I called the part 8 hours ago. I don't care if them bitches is asleep and hungry. They should have stayed. Ah. I don't know. I guess I'll just follow Frank.
You gotta figure out where Frankie is first.
There's no way I hear a whisper from here.
I'm using thaumaturgy. Frank, where are you?
To do a whisper?
Where is your whisper?
Pretty sure you can do a whisper.
I think you
And
can
you
do a
can
whisper.
create instantaneous sounds such as a rumble, raven, or a whisper. Well,
You can do a whisper. We just said he couldn't hear you with a whisper, so you're using a spell to whisper?
well, I don't want to yell.
He can't hear you with a whisper.
Can't even thaumaturgy!
No, you can't. It's still a whisper.
Originates from a point of my choice.
So what's the point of your choice? The part where you...
Frank.
Frank isn't a point.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Why not?
It has to be like a place in space. You gotta like...
Frank's not a place in space.
No,
You say he's a nobody.
He's a person.
Damn
Frank's
it.
not a person. Frank's a gummy bear.
Whatever. Tired of thinking about everyone else. I'm just on my own. I will. Fine. Come fucking find you since you can't do anything on your goddamn self. And I guess I'm gonna go to the second floor guest bedroom.
Can I just point out, I love that you said guest bedroom in a castle where you had previously said there was over 100 rooms, implying there's only one guest bedroom in this entire castle.
Do I know which one she's in?
She said she's in Sang's guest bedroom.
Yeah. So
Uh,
that one. Right?
But hold on. But how would
you
Korish
wouldn't
know?
know
Because
which one that is, though.
I would.
Yeah. You were asleep by the time when it was assigned, so.
Oh. Well, that's.
Sorry about that.
Well, the plan is to get out and not die. Now get out of my head.
She drops the spell
Dang it.
as a free action.
Cool. No, can I do that again?
You told her to drop. You told her to get out of your head, so she dropped the
I
spell.
changed my mind. Come back.
Can't come back.
oh, is
You
that a
told-
mulligan? Is that a mulligan I hear?
Is it a mulligan?
Nah, I'm just gonna leave y'all bitches. From where I was to the front door, it's only like 20 feet, right? Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20. Is this the front door? How do I? Yeah, that's a door.
You gotta go around the stairs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like oh man. That's another staircase to nothing?
No, that's the stair to the front door.
Oh, okay, let me try that again. 5, 10, 15, wait. 25, 30, 25. Okay. At the door.
Alrighty.
And I am going to call upon another carriage using my criminal thingamajigger.
With all the guards outside,
I'm invisible.
and you're still gonna talk?
The carriage isn't invisible.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, it's not here yet. Is there people? Is there a criminal around? Oh, criminal that I can
I'll
talk
say
to?
not one that you could talk to.
And then I'm gonna use. I don't know. This is dumb. Frank! I give up. I'm yelling.
You yell?
Frank!
Silence.
I guess I'm just gonna have to go look for the stupid bedroom that I have no idea where it is. I only have 45 feet of movement, so take me where I can go.
Okay. Did you and your mom settle on a place to meet?
Sure.
Okay. Hopper, it's your turn.
Well, I told her to meet me at the ship eventually. told her I'm coming. That's about it.
You also told her to figure it out, so.
Well,
You did a lot of flip-flopping to figure out, okay, flip it out, alright, figure it out.
hopefully she doesn't figure it out before I get there.
You told her to get out of your head before you probably should have said that part.
But,
Don't figure it out until I get there.
well, she's been saying, so I doubt.
I want you to understand. I'm just gonna stealth out of the fucking castle to the ship.
Yeah, so if we're going to the ship, then we need to go to the ship.
Hopper, you're up, bud.
Didn't you say the ship is really far?
The ship is really far.
So, I don't know what you want us to do. I literally have no idea what to do.
It's not up to me. You guys want to? You figure you're probably want to get out of the castle right now.
That's what I was gonna do. Fine, I'm doing that.
Okay.
That's where I was.
Okay.
That's as far as I. Well, no, because then I'll use my action and double move. Then it's like there or something.
Sounds good. Hopper, what are we doing?
If I attack these people, do they still have to do a saving throw or no?
They do a saving throw at the end of their turn.
Does
So-
that break the whole person if I attack?
Oh no, it doesn't. Unless you do something that also requires concentration, the spell holds.
Okay. Ooh, that's concentration. That's concentration. Okay. Oh yeah, there we go. That's what I was doing. We're gonna try a magic missile.
You can do that.
Level 4.
Jesus. I also want to tell you this, because they are paralyzed, they have the helpless condition. If you use a melee attack, you get to roll with an advantage, and if you hit, you crit.
I don't see the bad in that.
It's up to you. If you want to use magic missile, you can do that, or you can swing at them. Either way, they can't
Okay,
move either way.
I see. Okay, I lost in translation there. Yeah. I have a hatchet. I have 2 attacks. Strength is crap.
But you crit. But you crit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We're just gonna go with the.
Okay. Are you swinging at the guy right in front of you, or are you gonna spread your attacks out, or what do you want to do?
We gonna decide once we attack the one dude, because I got 2. So.
Okay. So go ahead and roll the first one at advantage.
How do I add the advantage? How do I do that part?
So advantage is you roll twice and you take the higher one.
Okay.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll the second one, which is a 16. So it's a 17, and then what do you add to your hatchet? What you're looking for your attack bonus.
Yeah. Where am I gonna find that, bud?
So if you're looking at your character sheet, it's kind of on the first page towards the center. There's a box that has all your weapons, like
Oh, so
stuff
the
in it.
-1, that's what I'm using. Okay, yeah, I see it now. Yeah, -1.
What is your is a hand axe? You're using a hand axe, right?
Correct, sir.
Hand axe is okay. What's your strength modifier?
-1.
-1.
Yes.
So yeah, it would be proficiency, which is 3, -1, and it's a magic weapon, which is a +1. So you should be rolling with a +3.
Okay, so 17 plus 3.
So that's a 20. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
hit and a critical.
Okay, well, the first one's down. We're gonna move into the second one.
So you gotta roll damage.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, your Master of the Hunt is a +6 to hit.
Alright.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Why have you not been swinging that sooner?
This is the dagger's +6.
It literally says Master of the Hunt, +6 to hit, 1d6 force, plus 1d6 plus 3 slashing.
Okay.
Isn't that what it says?
I don't see Master of the Hunt on my sheet. That's the thing.
I'm just going off of the screenshot I have. Either way, it's either a +6 or a +5. Either of those are not -1.
Okay.
So we'll say it's a +6 since that's what the item says. And so you're gonna, so because it's a crit, all of the dice are instantly maxed. So you're doing 1d6, so 6, +6, +3, so that's 15. And then you're going to roll the dice. So you go ahead and roll 2d6.
4 and 6. 10.
So you get 10. So 12, 15. So 15 plus 10, 25. You deal 25 damage first swing. Boom! Cut. You fully cleave into this muffin dude. As soon as it hits him, I would say roll the second part of your magic item. But he crumbles at the might of this like force blast from the axe cleaving through him. He is dead. That's your first swing. You can move 5 feet towards the next guy and swing at him too.
Square.
So 15 plus 6, 21. That is also a hit and also a crit. So again, 15 plus, go ahead and roll your 2d6. Uh, 9, 24. You, same thing. You guys, I guess like, Frank, you're running up the stairs, so you're looking over the balcony. You're seeing Hopper, Master of the Hunt, fully just like, bam, hit this dude with a spell. Dive, go into a roll, just dancing around him. Smacks one in the back, dude fully crumbles into like crumbs. Spinning the axe around, slashes the other one across the throat as a bunch of like breadcrumbs start to fall off out of the guy's neck in their crumbly blood as he just starts to hack this guy with a hatchet. They're both dead.
Just takes a bite of muffin and says, that was a shitstorm.
Whole
That
bunch
hurt
of
it.
muffins just cut the fuck down. Bam, bam. You lose the hold person spell, obviously, because they're both dead. As you hack both of them down, it seems like the throne room's guardsmen are dead. However, they are dealt with.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it for my turn.
Cool. After your turn, Cara Melinda's going to act on Sang's turn. Sang, you see she comes back into her senses. Okay. They are in the throne room. We need an easy way out, and I hate to keep asking you for this. She goes, do you have a? I'm gonna need a bit more essence if we're gonna pull this off. She's requesting you for a 4th level spell.
That's a that's a heavy ask there, my queen.
She says, I understand, but we need a way out. She goes, the walls are closing in on us, and we need a way out now. She says, but with this, I can get everyone out, and we can figure out where to go once we're all regrouped.
All of us at once, in
She
different
says-
rooms.
Yes. She says, well, we're the only ones in a different room. Everyone else is in the same room. I can link the 2 rooms and give us a way out.
I mean, if you can, sure, but if I die because of this, just know it's on you and you have to take care of my pups.
She goes, understood.
I let her have it.
Oh, man. You see she takes the magical essence. You see it transforms into kind of like a blow pop, like one of those push pops. And you see she begins to almost like a piece of chalk. She draws this giant rectangular doorway that fully tears a hole basically in space and time, and you see a legitimate doorway, and you're looking into the throne room. Basically, she's opened up a dimension door into the throne room. It drops quite literally on the stairs of the throne. You guys see doorway opens, big old door that tears through space and time, and you see that Caramelinda says, "Okay, go." As the doorway opens.
Go through?
Yes, you go through.
I mean, okay.
You
I'm gonna go through it.
You step through. You find yourself. Where is your mini? Right here. Literally at the steps of the throne. As you come out. Do I not have a Carol Lily? I sure don't.
Don't mind the dead bodies.
Don't mind the dead bodies.
And you fucking eating them.
Blueberry's my favorite kind.
Jesus. What's a not shit mini to use for Caramelinda?
She's a cleric, isn't she?
No, she's a sorceress.
Mm. Wait, then why the fuck am I giving up my spells?
She hasn't rested. She
This
doesn't have access to any of her spells.
This bitch.
This bitch. So you guys come ripping through this dimension door, and so she's going to burn some of her sorcery points because she can't make a 4th level spell, but since she has one, she can twin it. She's going to twin spell, and she's going to cast it again, another dimension door. You guys see, you guys step through, and she goes, "All right, everyone, we're here. We're leaving now." She summons another dimensional door. You see that it is in a small field of standing stones.
I mean, I'm gonna keep going through it.
Okay, you guys will get to do whatever your choice is on your turn. So saying you're up first, what do you want to do?
I'm going through the door.
Okay. Keep in mind, she did not whisper that. She fully screamed that. So everybody that's around the throne room area, which is all of you, you guys all hear that, including everybody else enemy-wise that might be around. So she does that. You go through. Bam. Frank, you're up. What do you want to do?
How close is Calroy?
Calroy's still coming down the hallway. He's maybe 60 feet out.
I move up 30 feet and...
So you open the door?
Oh, no, I don't. I stay right where I am. I lied. Did he react to Caramelinda yelling?
Question. He did and he does.
Yep. I stay pressed up against the wall. And I
Alrighty.
draw the water steel dagger.
Oh shit! Damn. All right. You do that. Can you make me either an insight or arcana check, please? Either one.
Oh, you're picking the right checks today, Sully. That is a 24
Which one?
on Arcana.
Arcana. You see. So do you look down at the throne to see Caramelinda and Sang step through a dimensional door?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not I'm still pressed against the wall, but I'm glancing.
So
I'm trying to keep an eye on Calroy and what's happening.
This is a spell she cannot hold for very long. So if this is a play you're gonna go through with, you're not going to be able to take the long way around to get to the dimension door after you do your plan. Do you
Understood.
know what I mean by that?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm currently on a balcony of sorts, correct?
Yes.
There is not a solid wall between me and the open room.
So there's a banister. Yeah, there's a banister.
Right, but I can very easily jump over it, right?
Right. So basically, you'll probably take like a D6 or a...
No, I won't.
Never mind then. All right. So that's normally what I was saying. You would have to jump over, risk the damage.
Yep. I have
Theoretically?
plenty of spell slots left.
Got it. All good. So you wait there on your turn.
Oh, I also want to make sure, because I'm invisible and in stealth, I will have advantage on an attack roll, correct?
Yeah, you fully will get advantage on the attack roll.
Okay.
Alrighty. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Korish, you see a bunch of papers and lights are starting.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I realized I said it was the end of my turn. How does readying an action work?
So it takes your action. You would just say, I ready an action. You tell me what the action that you're readying is and what the trigger is.
Okay, so if I were to say I am readying an attack action when at the second Calroy opens this door,
it will then use your reaction, meaning you act on his turn. You do your readied action, but he then continues with his turn.
Okay. Then I'm gonna ready an attack action.
Sounds good. For when Calroy opens the door?
Yep.
Got it. You see Caramelinda blasting through this arcane doorway, and then she quickly crafts a new one, leading to the Standing Stones. You hear her say, like, I've got a door, like, everybody let's go. Literally at the stairs of the throne. The throne, so in the room. Also, you can move diagonally. It'll save you some movement speed. Yeah, it does say just draw a straight line to it. You should be able to double move and step of the wind, right? Dash, dash. That's 2 dashes.
I don't know. It says I take a dash action.
As a bonus action. So basically, you're taking the dash action as a bonus action, but you also take the dash action as an action, which is 2 dashes in 1 turn. It's why rogues are so fast. So you double your movement speed twice. So you have a 45-foot movement. So you would go 45, then 90, then what is that? 135. So you can move 135 feet by burning a key point. This is what I'm saying.
Still won't make it.
So you won't make it there. You'll make it to there, but she can hold the. She's able to hold the portal open for a little while. She's no longer being subtle or quiet about this. She literally says like, I can only hold it for a little bit, for a few seconds. So you essentially, like, in game terms, if you guys are taking this portal out, you have this round and next round to get to that portal.
How much is my jump?
So it would be doubled and tripled. I think your jump is like 20 feet right now. So no, it's doubled. So I think it's like 26 feet or something.
Can I jump the rest of it? Okay.
Yeah, you see, like I said, you see her. She's got the portal open. You got so this is this round. You have to get to the portal on your next turn. The end of the next round will be it. You just have to get to the base of the stairs. Yeah. Okay. Is that the end of your turn? Okay. Hopper, you're up.
Hopper's just frantically picking up a couple extra pieces of blueberry and runs to the portal.
You guys see that like Hopper's in this like
morbid.
it is in this weird he's in this weird bestial trance right now. Like this is the Master of the Hunt who is fully like integrated into the wild, who is just like you gotta eat what you kill. Like out here picking out blueberry bits out of the dead blueberry muffin guys. Fucking rough. And then what do you do after you cannibalize these guys?
Towards the portal.
Alright, you walk into the portal, you are out. Boom, boom, boom. So we go to the top of the initiative, which are the NPCs. Calroy gets to the door and opens it. Your ready to action happens.
I swear to God, this die has rolled me 3 nat 20s. If it fails me now, I'm gonna be so mad. That's a dirty 20
Dirty 20.
and a nat 20.
Damn! Well, that definitely hits. He is Candian. So... Dear God. Okay.
I swear to God, if you were gonna be like, he's actually not Candian, I'd have been so mad.
So he's a dual, like much like the muffins and like the bagels I was saying before, that gray line, it means that he's like a dual race, like a dual ethnicity. So he counts for both. He a half-blood.
You know Frank is too, right? You didn't like refer to him as an example.
I legitimately didn't even realize.
We literally talked about this.
No, you're right. So go ahead and roll 1d4 and then 8d6.
Okay. That is a 3, and then you said 8d6?
Yes.
Wait, so this is doing 52 before he rolls?
It's doing 48 before he rolls.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
plus
no.
a D4.
8 times 6 is 48.
Yeah, plus a D4.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
52.
So, yeah, you're right.
6, 6, 3, 4, 5, 18, 22, 27, 30, 36.
Damn.
Plus 3, 39.
Holy shit. I gotta see how much health Calroy has. Give me 1 second.
Not much to finish.
Keep in mind, he took 29 earlier.
Oh, fuck.
Because I hellish rebuked him. No, it was 23, not 29.
Oh my god.
You just fucking killed him.
Sage, you're about to be so mad.
23 plus 39 plus 52. He has more than 114 health.
He has 116 health. I will tell you this though. I will roll his con save at disadvantage. That's 2 8s, which he fails. What do you do as the door swings open? Caramelinda! He goes, what? The door swings open as he steps forward, his blades are out. What does Frank do?
Frank pulls off the wall, the dagger like at his like chest level, and sticks it straight through Calroy's ribs. And as he does, because he was invisible, he fully materializes.
Fully materializes.
With like tears rolling down his face. And he goes, "Fuck you, Calroy."
Fails his save, gains the poison condition and the paralyzed condition. You stab him. The fucking cake breading of the cake starts to dissolve with the frosting. The frosting gets all like runny when you get like cake frosting that hits water. You see that he fully drops from being paralyzed. Holding onto the dagger like in his hand, like, he holds onto the blade that is like fully in like his gut. The water steel, it being the nature of the weapon, is like the water dissipates after you use it. It's a single-use blade. Runs through his hands. You watch his fingers start to crumble and fall off from one of his hands. And you see he says, "You son of a..." Thud hits the ground.
Is the hilt, is like the handle of the dagger still
The handle of the
material?
dagger is still a thing. It's the blade that is single use.
Okay. And then is it my turn? Or
It is. So that's technically Calroy's turn.
Right.
He and
But
Caramelinda act at the top of the initiative. So his turn's over. Like you've used your reaction, but his turn is over because he can't do anything
Okay.
else. So it's Caramelinda's turn, who will spend the sorcery point to maintain the spell. Ready in action to follow the last person in, meaning it's Sang's turn. Sang is in the portal. Sorry, Sang is in the
I
portal.
was gonna say.
Frank,
I already
it's
went
your
through.
turn.
Calroy, I'm 100% sure Calroy is dead, right?
Calroy is not dead, but he is on death's door. He is you can see, you can now, doing it with your own hands, you see the damage of, the water steel. It's engineered to kill Candians. Him
Okay.
being a dual heritage, you see it just starting to dissolve, like, a huge wound, of where you stabbed him. But he's not dead. You see him kind of just like looking at you. So he's not dead, but he is damn close.
If I were to jump off the balcony, that's like 5 feet, right? Of movement?
Yeah.
And then that's what, another
So
5,
if
10,
you
15,
can
20,
make-
25. I can make it in, right?
Yeah, you can actually, if you like, make an acrobatics check, and to not have it cost any movement to drop over. If that's something you wanted to do.
Okay, but my 30 feet will make it in.
Correct.
Okay. Sorry, I need like 4 seconds to figure out the morality of Frank.
This is a moment and a half right here.
Yeah. Frank is going to...
So let me tell you a few things real quick, and you can choose what you like. So Calroy's not dead, meaning the next blow that you hit to him, he's going to go into death saves. You have to do his a certain amount of his health and excess damage to fully kill him straight up. The higher level you are, the harder it becomes to just straight skip death saves. So if you try to kill him, which you can absolutely do, know that he will go into death saves. You can attempt to coup de grace him if you'd like.
What would that look like?
I'm trying to
Oh
find
my
a-
god. Never mind. I'm cool. I forgot about something that I can do as an alchemist. Actually, no. I want to hear what the coup de grace looks like, and then I'll decide.
Sorry, I just realized I remember that I actually hate the current coup de grace rules, and I gotta find the other ones that I like.
Okay.
Because basically it's just like, oh, if you hit him while he's unconscious, he takes 2 death saves. That's what it currently is.
would you consider feeding Calroy a drink to be an action or a bonus action?
So, does the drink do damage?
The drink itself is just water.
Absolutely, it does damage. So I
Well,
would
yeah,
say,
it does damage, but
So here's what I would say. Since it technically does damage, I would say it's an action.
okay.
Since it's not helpful.
Okay. Find me the coup de grace rules, and we'll.
What did he move? Oh. So, the coup de grace rules are if you. So the next hit. So since he is paralyzed, he is helpless. If a character has the helpless condition, the next attack that you do on him is rolled an advantage, is an automatic crit, just like we did for Max. However, if it would drop them to 0, if you can do 50% of their maximum hit points in a single attack, it automatically kills them.
50%.
You have to do 50% of his health.
So I would have to do 100, or I would have to do 58 damage.
You'd have to do 58 damage in your next attack. So it would technically be an even 60 because he has 2 hit points left. You'd have to do the 2 in his current health bar, and then you'd have to do 50% of his total HP, which is 58.
Damn. I could have done that if you had, answered my earlier question differently.
Unfortunately, you can't. The idea. I think it's just the idea of coup de grace is so like, you almost like can't when they're like at full HP. Also, I didn't expect my bad guy to get one shot just now.
Okay, so if Frank were to not go through the portal and take his next 3 turns beating the shit out of Calroy, would he die?
Likely, yeah, because if you don't do 50% of his hit points, remember, he still makes death saves. Every time you hit him with something that deals damage, he takes 2 death saves. So you will inevitably kill him because he's paralyzed. You will then have to deal with the might of, the Ceresian invaders that are on home turf. So you'd have to go from there.
Okay. Frank will pull his gun out and beat him with the butt of it. Do you want me to roll damage?
So you have to roll to hit first. It's an advantage, and if you hit, it's a critical.
Right. That is 17.
17 is a hit, so it is a critical.
And then, let me find the stats of the gun. 1d10.
So you get a 10 to start, and then you roll a d10. You roll a d10 plus whatever the bonuses are. So Morningstar is strength, so it's a d10. So it's a d10 plus your strength mod.
What is my strength mod? 0. Okay. 9. So 19.
So 19. You, BAM! Frosting scatters across the floor. Calroy is, it's not that he's unconscious. He's not, blacked out. He's fully, bleeding out as he's, paralyzed, just getting his head crushed in by the butt of this gun. That is 1 instance of damage, so it takes away the 2, puts him in death saves.
And then Frank will lean over the railing and yell to the remaining two, I won't be coming with you. Do good for me. And go back over the railing so they can't see him.
All right. You do have a bonus action.
Yo, I don't know what I can do as a bonus action.
Okay. If you don't.
Oh wait, actually, I fucked up. Can I make that my bonus action and pretend like I dropped an alchemical bomb on him first? Or shot him with an alchemical bomb, more likely?
You can absolutely do that.
Okay. Then I'm also gonna shoot him.
So let's do the bomb first, because I believe your bomb's damage is different than the Morning Star's damage.
Yes. I haven't done this yet. Assuming I'm shooting him with an infused round, what is that damage?
Whatever your bomb is.
Okay.
So what is the damage of your bomb?
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Not a lot. It's not like a lot of damage, but it's a lot of different things that go into it. So give me just one sec. What level are we?
7.
It is 3d6 plus 3.
It is what?
3d6 plus 3.
So 6, 12, 18. You don't add a 3 because it's not a die. So you do 18 base. So go ahead and roll 3d6 plus 3.
That is 4, 5, and 2. 11, 14.
Okay, so you do 32 damage.
And then I Morning Star him. I just flip the gun around and smack him.
So, for the purposes of just like the best way to, are you trying to specifically end on the Morning Star? Because 32 is a lot of damage. Do they take like a, is there like a make a deck save or be on fire effect after that?
There's a make a strength save or be knocked prone, but
Oh, okay, so there's not like a light 'em on fire.
it's just, it's fire damage naturally.
Got it. So yeah, then order doesn't matter. Yeah. Okay, so you do that.
You know what? I take it back. I'm just gonna fucking shoot him twice, because I can.
You can absolutely do that. So
Is the
that's
second one gonna be a crit too?
the second one is a crit, and your second one might finish him off. Like that might be the coup de grace.
So you're saying I have to roll real good.
You're gonna have to roll pretty well. Yeah.
So it's 18 and then whatever I roll.
Correct.
Holy shit, I rolled 6, 6, 5. That's 20. 17 plus 3, 20. Plus the 18, so 38.
38. 58. So 70. What was it? Plus 3. That's like what, 70? So it was 30. How much damage did you just have? 18. You rolled 32. That was the next one. Plus 20 is 52. And then what was it? 18, you said?
18. So 70 damage even.
70 damage? That's more than 50% of his health.
So standing over him with a repeating gun, I literally just shot him in the head twice.
It's not even twice. You just like, everybody who's down can't see up there. They just see flashes of gunfire. Bam, clack, clack, bam, clack, clack, bam, clack, clack, bam, clack, clack. Just lights flashing from the top. Like just painted food coloring and frosting painting this wall as you were just bam, reload, bam, reload, bam, reload, bam, reload. As you just put shots well after Calroy is dead and gone on the top. You say that, but you still have a movement action.
Yeah, I'm making that acrobatics to jump over the thing. You said acrobatics, right?
Acrobatics, yeah.
That's a 17.
17, easy. The DC is 15 to avoid damage. You drop and take none. You can.
As
still
I
roll
hit
a
the ground, tears still streaming down my face. I'm like, I lied, and I run in the portal.
I lied. Runs into the portal. That leaves Korish. You are the last one. You just run it in. You just run it in. Run it into the portal. Caramelinda follows. The party has left the building as you guys pop out there in the standing stones. You see that Caramelinda turns to you, picks you up into a big hug. She does that. She sets you down, wipes the tears from her eyes, and you see she looks around as you guys are kind of up the river. You guys see that you guys are kind of behind the enemy lines now, because they've kind of made, from where you're at, you can see they've made like a tent, like a, not a tent, but like a what's the word I'm looking for? You know how like when armies set up like tents, like a base around
Barracks?
I guess like a barracks. But like you see just like a bunch of tents and whatnot set up in the forests of Candia. You guys are behind them, kind of like under cover of like torchlight out here. You are deep in darkness in this field. The soldiers in the torchlight are like approaching, kind of like to and fro. I'm gonna say because you used the spell and Caramelinda was able to kind of like accurately place it, they don't seem to notice you. They are still searching towards the castle as opposed to away from the castle. They do not seem to see you. I am going to need a group stealth check. So there are 4 of you. That means 2 of you need to pass.
It hasn't been an hour yet, right?
It has not.
Pass Without a Trace is still very active.
Does it activate with the people who are initially there, or does it follow you?
That's a good question.
Yeah, so it says it's a cast range of self. So it's anyone that you name. So I would say if you want to name the people who you're with right now, you can absolutely do that. Who are within 30 feet of you.
Would I be burning another slot to do that?
No. So you do it when you cast the spell. It says it does follow you. It radiates from you, and for the duration, each character that you choose gets added to that radius. So as long as they're within 30 feet, you go, that person's in my radius now. They are within your radius.
All right, just making sure I don't have to burn another slot. Then yeah, Pass Without a Trace for literally everyone except Korish.
So everybody gets a +10 except for Korish. What did you guys get?
A nat 1.
Damn.
Neat.
That's a stealth check, right?
That's a stealth check. So go ahead and roll your stealth check,
7.
and then add a 10. So 17.
23.
23. That's 2 So that's 2 wins. What did you get? 9. They are going to roll this with advantage. Bro.
They rolled an 8, didn't they?
I gotta take a picture of this.
It's an 8, isn't it?
Sending it to the group chat as we speak. Keep in mind, I have not touched these dice since saying the word bro.
Oh, my lord.
You gotta add me to this fucking group chat, 'cause I can't see that.
That was
Oh,
that was
shit.
2 natural 20s. Gotta roll a third one. That is a 12. Nobody gets to automatically die. So you see, in the middle of the torchlight there, you guys roll your stealth checks. Not everybody comes out the rip, fully like evade, like ready to hit the ground run. It's the natural one. So you guys all land relatively quiet. The DC wasn't very high, but you guys land as
Aren't they still invisible?
yes. So you do pass. I did forget about that. So it's not you guys. You guys did pretty relatively fine. It's the fact that Frank comes through the portal and is bawling his eyes out.
Also, I want to just point out I'm still like almost dead.
And the sound from you just laying into Calroy, like literal, like seconds before jumping in, through, is traveling through the arcane doorway. So you see people are turning to hear just bam, clack, clack, bam, clack, clack, bam, as you come through, just like, like, they turn. They are going to start to fire arrows at you. And I'm going to roll for each of you. 2 more 20s. We will see what happens here in a moment.
How many of us are there? There's 5 of us total?
There are 5 of you total. So I'm going to be rolling 5 d20s. Caramelinda's at max HP, but some of you are not. You are invisible, so yours is being rolled with disadvantage.
I'm pretty damn close.
But they see your group, so yours will be rolled with disadvantage. If I can find another d20, like I don't have 40 in here. I want your cursed dice. No, I don't want your cursed dice.
Yeah, roll the cursed dice.
So first one, I'm just going to go down initiative order, is Caramelinda. That's a 13, so she is hit. Caramelinda takes... Oh, yeah. They get a +6 to this roll. That makes it a 19. Her AC is 14.
Damn.
She takes 11 points of piercing damage. Next in the initiative is Sang. Sang, what's your AC?
18.
Arrow whizzes past you. Sticks into the shadows on one of the stones. Frank, what's your AC? Franklin, what's your AC?
We lost
So
him.
sorry. I'll be right back. My AC's 14.
14. Ooh, yep.
Is he dying again?
Probably. Alright, Course, what's your AC? 15, this is a disadvantage because of invisibility. Ooh, lucky. Ooh, lucky.
Can I use my reaction to deflect his missile?
100%. That's a natural 1. It is.
No,
Catch
not
it.
his missile. Say his missile.
Ooh! You have your reaction, so I say absolutely. You can do that. Which is, do you reduce the damage, or what do you reduce?
When hit by a ranged attack, reduce damage by 1d10 plus 6. If you reduce it to 0, you can catch it and use it in a ranged attack.
1d10. It's like the one that looks like a top. Yeah. Catch it. I'm gonna tell you this right now. You're way out of throwing an arrow distance. You're well within shooting arrow distance. You're way out of throwing arrow distance. You can pocket it if you want. I don't know.
I'll pocket
I'm
it.
just letting you know.
Put it in my little pouch.
That's good. Cause I'm sure that would have killed him. Boom. Hopper, what's your AC? You are still in your battle song.
16.
16. Yep. That is a hit. You take 14 points of piercing damage. You guys take that volley of arrows. Okay. You guys do that. You see Melinda kind of like starts to duck there. She tries to put up some kind of like arcane fields to try to deflect the arrows, which doesn't work.
So sorry. What happened?
So you took 11 points of piercing damage, but Korish caught the arrow, so you actually take none.
Oh, okay, cool. That would have put me to 0 exactly.
Yeah, you reduced it by 11, and it was 11 damage.
Do I got time?
Yo, thanks, Korish.
Yeah, 100%. You want to hit him with a heal real quick?
Yeah.
Boom, hit him with a heal. Go ahead.
My weight is only 1, so 7. I gotta put my weight up. God. Put that in my damn next level up. See? 7.
7? Okay, so, Frank, you heal 7.
Thank you.
You see that Melinda again, with this kind of like arcane barrier that's like a volley of arrows. It's a volley of arrows. It's blocking.
Where did you get this spell slot?
It's flavor, you know. It's not working, so it's probably not a spell slot. She's not catching shit. You see that they're weaving through, still hitting somebody. You actually watch one fully whiz past before you catch it before it strikes Frank in the side of the head as he stumbles out of the portal there. You guys, where do you run to? Where do you go?
The ship?
You guys run to the ship? Okay. So
I mean, I'm gonna call for my wolves to come with us too.
You call for a bunch of wolves there. You guys are barreling through, so for the sake of longevity, can you everybody roll me an athletics check, please? Yes. So everybody go ahead and roll me an athletics check. This is strictly for fatigue, as you guys are fully, like, I'm assuming not necessarily not taking breaks, but full sprinting to the boats.
I got an 8.
You getting that one? Damn!
So far, we've got a 1, a 2, and an 8. Oh my
Oh god.
Dear God. Okay. So, 1, 2, and 8, you all take 1 level of fatigue. I'm sorry, 2 and 8 is 1 level of fatigue. You take 2 levels of fatigue.
What is fatigue?
So
do?
of exhaustion. Do. So, do. So 2 and 8, you have disadvantage on ability checks. So your any skill that you roll is rated at disadvantage. Your speed is halved, and you get a disadvantage on your skill checks. I'm gonna do another volley of arrows. With a natural 1 on your exhaustion, the spell. Oh, so actually, Frank didn't get hit. How long does your invisibility work? It's concentration, right?
Let me read it real quick. I'm sure it is concentration, but what the fuck? Concentration up to an hour.
Okay.
It goes away. The spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell.
Korish didn't attack. Use a spell.
Yes, she did.
Technically, Korish caught your arrow, which is an attack.
She healed
or a
me,
spell.
right?
That's not a spell. That's just the
Oh, okay.
ability.
Cool.
So I would say-
Wait. I'm gonna heal him too. I gotta find the healing word that I'm gonna use.
Okay. It's a level 1 spell, so.
1d4 plus spellcasting modifier.
Did any of you take damage?
I'm gonna cast that in the 3rd slot. So it's gonna be 3d4 plus my spell modifier, which is plus 5.
Okay. So for this check, you will have your advantage still, for the volley of arrows. But you, huh? They're shooting another volley of arrows at you. Because you would still have invisibility.
Oh, you mean they have disadvantage?
They have disadvantage, yeah.
Gotcha.
So you'll have it for this one, but not for the next one if you guys don't make it to the ship with this next athletics check.
Frank's gonna heal another 14 damage.
Thank you.
Okay. So starting from the top, we have Cara Melinda. They hit her. She takes another 13 damage. She's not looking great. We go to Sang. Sang, is your AC the same?
That it is.
So what was it? 16 you said? Or 18? What was it?
18.
18?
18.
Yep, that's a hit. You take 23 points of piercing damage.
Oh!
Uh,
Alright.
Chasing you, volleys coming in after you. Frank, AC is 14, or what was it? 16?
14.
14. That's a hit. 13 piercing to you. Chorish, this one's at disadvantage.
Yeah, well, thanks for taking that healing away.
Whiff on you, and literally whiffs as you whiff. As it whiffs, your invisibility drops, and Hopper, your battle song is gone. What is your AC now?
13.
13. Oof. Okay. That is a miss. Arrow whizzes past you. Last second, you put up some kind of arcane barrier that shatters the arrow. All of you, I need another athletics check. Those of you with exhaustion are rolling with disadvantage.
11.
Damn.
12. I'm sorry, 11. 11 as well.
8. If you got above a 10, you're good. So you're taking a 3rd level of exhaustion.
Of course I am.
Which is disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws, which is not something you're using. That's 2 passes. Hopper, what'd you get?
4.
4. That is a fail. You get 1 more volley of arrows coming at you. Cara Melinda, right out the rip. That is a miss. Second is Sang. What is your AC?
18.
18. Plus 6 is a hit.
Can I drop a heal on myself?
Yeah, you want to drop a heal before these arrows come in?
I'm
Yes,
sorry.
please.
What happened when I asked if you could heal your damn self and you said no?
You asked if I had any healing potions.
Can I
Really?
heal
That's
my-
what you asked.
No. If you guys
I'm
want
also
to do a
doing
quick
it-
round of healing real quick, you can do that.
Yeah, I'm healing myself as Cure Wounds level 2.
I don't think I did.
You're just exhausted.
Yeah.
I'm just letting this arrow hit me.
I'm healing 14, just so you know.
Alrighty.
Cast anything, right?
Blind, deaf, and paralyzed, poison, or stunned.
It is none of those.
Hit points.
Okay. Do you want to throw out any healing while you're doing this? I don't know.
No.
Okay. Is everybody's hit points good now? You guys got your numbers in?
Yeah, I should be good.
Okay. Frank, you good?
Yeah.
Hopper, are you healing at all?
No.
Alrighty.
That's all we're doing, right?
Yes. Sang, did I already roll you?
You rolled to hit, not damage.
Did I hit you though?
Yes,
Alright, at least you're honest.
unfortunately.
At least you're honest. 5. You take 11 piercing damage.
That's not bad.
Alrighty. Moving to Frank. Frank, did I roll for you already?
No.
Okay. AC is 14?
14.
Okay. That is a hit. 11 to you as well.
Okay.
Next is Chorish. AC 15. This is a straight up roll, and it's a miss. Another whiff. Hopper AC is 13.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 13. That's a hit. Jesus. You take 18 piercing damage.
Cool.
One finds purchase right in your hip. That is the end of the chase scene as you guys are barreling into the fucking port there. No, that was the last one. It's based on how many people fail and how many people pass, but you guys do get there. You guys duck around the corner, make it all the way to the docks there. You see that Manta Ray goes, "Oh, right, what happened? What should we try to, what are we doing?" You guys are fully like, fucking sprinting up the gangplank there. What do you guys want him to do?
Fucking go.
You see that Manta Ray is like, right, all right, anchors. You see that they just start like undoing the fucking anchors and getting them on the boat. You guys see like, again, just squadrons of these like knights and like brigands that are in like these different kind of colors there, barreling down on you. There's no goddamn way that they are like gonna get to this boat, and just like are just fully running in time. You get away from the archers as the archers are like advancing there on the boat there. You guys see that you guys are starting to like slowly creep out of the docks.
How many like soldiers are within a 40-foot radius of any specific point?
I'm also gonna conjure giant eels to help push the ship faster.
Conjure these big ass eels. A lot. There's definitely a lot. You see that the minute they caught on to you, especially with that nat 1, you got the force. Looking out, if anybody wants to make a perception check, I'm gonna say only people with dark vision can make this perception check if you want to make it.
I'll make it.
My eels are gonna make it and then tell me.
Your eels unfortunately cannot make this because it's not that they don't have eyes. It's that I'm trying to tell you a specific thing. So like, but your eels wouldn't be able to make the check.
16.
16. It's not just Ceresian soldiers that are chasing you. You see, it's a little bit of Candian soldiers, Ceresian soldiers. You see some of Vegetania and Fructera have infiltrated the Candian capital there, and that's who's barreling down on you. As to answer your question, like tens of soldiers are within a 40-foot radius. Pretty much everybody that can cover all the squares.
I'm fully dropping a fireball on them.
You fucking pull out a bottle. You pull out a bottle. There's just like a bunch of dry ingredients in there. But like, you ever like squeeze like a plastic bottle that has that's full of gas? It's like it's like tight. You can feel the bottle is like hot to the touch. It's like so.
You mean when you blew up the lady's porch?
It's literally just a bottle full of accelerant, basically.
Yeah, so I'm throwing a fireball and Frank's just screaming.
What's the final ingredient Frank puts into this bottle?
What's the final ingredient Frank puts in the bottle?
Yep.
You are asking a real hard question. Frank is pouring a dose of that poison that I sent you into the bottle.
You fucking start just pulling off. It's not even like Frank's not even like doing alchemy at this point. He's just like pulling bottles off, popping corks, dumping them into this one. You're like, yeah, this is fine. Salamander tears, dope. Like green hits and just fucking just dragon fires the whole side of it. Like the flames are green as they roast a bunch of people alive. As you just scream and toss this thing, huge fireball lights a bunch of people up. Does anybody else want to do anything else before you leave port?
My wolves got out of there, right?
Yeah, your wolves ran up the gangplank with you there. You guys do up there. Insane. You see that like boat goes out. You see that like one of the like there's like one final rope that's like still attached to the harbor that somebody missed. Who's gonna grab that?
Is there a wolf close to it?
Unfortunately, not. You've summoned your eels, and your wolves are getting aboard. Frank is throwing a fireball. Hopper or Korish who's getting this last rope.
I guess that means I'm gonna grab it.
You, like I said, you summoned your eels. You don't have time.
I'll grab it.
Oh.
What do you do, Max? What do you do to the rope?
Whoa, wasn't expecting that. Where is it? Ice knife. Throw ice knife at it.
Ice knife. You summon a giant fucking icicle, whip it off to the side, cuts the rope. Rope snaps, flings, retracts back onto the boat. That leaves Korish to do the sails. You pull the sails down, and as you start doing that, you see knights are starting to like coming through the alleyway, starting to like swing grappling hooks to try to jump to the side of the boat there. So you see that as they start to get onto the boat. But as the sails kick open and catch the wind, they full out, and everybody starts throwing the grappling hooks. They find no purchase as they drop into the drink there. You see, bam, flicks open. You guys begin to head off, and as you sail up the river, you have escaped. You've escaped the volley, the archers, the invasion. As silence descends, you guys see that like some of you are bloodied, some of you worse than others. Korish is just tired as fuck. You guys head off there. Caramelinda, who's off to the side, is like Manta Ray is helping kind of like do some battlefield medicine there. As you guys watch as you sail away yet again from your home, as darkness and the night envelops you all. And that's all for this episode of A Crown of Candy. Guys, if you made it this far, thank you. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If not, we'll see you, all of you, regardless, next week. I'm Sully. I'm your Dungeon Master, reminding you that it could always be worse. Guys, we'll see you next week, and we hope to see you there. Goodbye.